Look, I was on time. I was on time for once. This never happened in the history of streams. Now would be... I love when they do this. Every time I start a new stream on YouTube, the first thing it suggests is, hey, now would be a really good time to have an advert. Like, this is definitely the time to do so. Right when the stream starts. That's when people want to see an advertisement, right? How are we all doing? Can you hear me, first of all? And can you hear me above the game? Because I cannot hear the game because I have my earphones in. Because I cannot build on Park Builders without listening to music. And if I listen to music on YouTube, I'll get a copyright struck, so... A minute early, I know. Bodes well for me that speed impresses you. Oh wait, yeah, I mean everyone's responding to me, so I assume that means people can hear me. I wish there's no delay. It'd be kind of creepy if I could talk and then you would instantly reply, though. It would be kind of weird. The game might be a bit quiet, if anything. Can you not hear the game? I mean, the game is low. You don't need to hear the game, you just need to hear me. I'll put it back up a little bit. See how that is. Around like a second prize. I'll give it a minute. And then we will start a new park. So if you're watching post stream, also hello. You know, some people... I don't watch any streamers personally, but there's a couple... It's actually only one streamer I watch at all, and I don't watch them live, but I'll have them on in the background like at night when I'm doing other things and stuff like that. So I assume people do the same kind of thing for me as well. Hey Frank. Northern. Thighs. Is it thighs? Fidges? Fractured pretzel spine. Sweet. Hugo Park 3.0, I know, crazy. We managed one episode last time, I believe, but the plan is very much to commit to Friday evenings going forward. You're welcome, Legacy Christie. That's what I'm here for. Well, we're gonna commit. We're gonna do it. All right. Now we're gonna just start a new park, and then I can check some things because I need 3 screens on my second screen. I need like chat, and I need my pure reference page, and I need OBS. I need a third monitor. Actually, is what I need. I need a third monitor. Right. So, Thighs. That was my... There's a Hearthstone player called Thighs or Thighs, whatever it is, and it's that's the only reason I guessed at the pronunciation. Rather annoyingly, so is Tanzania the newest one? I've got to think about what's relevant. It's probably going to be Costa Rica for the backdrop. At the end of the day, we're only doing this for the backdrop because we can use all the foliage in every map because Prehistoric Kingdom is based. Tanzania's got a pretty... it's in a crater. Do I want a crater? I think I want mountains more than a crater. I'm just trying to think. It's going to be between these two. Not the UK. The UK is stupid. Actually, Scotland's not bad either. I'm not going to show chat on screen because I don't like doing that because it kind of ruins it post playthrough. Right. So the idea is, I mentioned I wanted to do something vaguely Jurassic Park inspired, and then I had a few comments. People were like, no, everyone does that, which is fair enough. I don't want to build like a regular zoo. I think that's been my problem with Prehistoric Kingdom. And it was my problem with Planet Zoo as well. It's kind of why I got bored. I keep just building a zoo, and I don't care about building zoos. It doesn't interest me, so I want to do something a bit different. And by different, I mean the thing I do all the bloody time. So it's not Jurassic Park. There will be some Jurassic Park inspired things going on, but I've got a bunch of reference images, and it's more just like destroyed facility. It's going to be an abandoned park, obviously. And I've got some really, really nice references of abandoned things and overgrown things and old facilities and labs and just this general vibe that I kind of want to sell. So it's going to be the fairly typical. Yeah, they've kind of converted it. Oh god, one sec. I'm listening to this song and I really like the song, except it's about fatherhood, and I swear the guy must have become a father before he made the album. So it's kind of a thing, and he's put like a clip of his child speaking into the middle of the song, and the kid's like, "Good morning, Daddy," and it's just so weird. It freaks me out every time. Yeah, I'm not sad that David Leitch is. He's a good director, but he's not appropriate for Jurassic World, as far as I'm concerned. I think Costa Rica makes more sense. It's Jurassic Park inspired. We should do Costa Rica. Right, what do we... That's all on. Welfare off. Lovely jubbly. Let's go. Leitch is a good director, but he is not what I want to see in a Jurassic World film. However, the concern I have is they've separated you to creative differences, and what I suspect is whatever happens here is Universal have already got something very specific in mind, and the director is going to fall in line. You know, it's not going to be the director's vision. It's going to be, they will do what they're told. We need someone... I think they're going to go more for a slightly yes man kind of director is what I'm suggesting. Colin Trevorrow's a lovely guy, but he doesn't scream guy who would put up a fight, you know what I mean? What's going on over here? Ooh, laggy, lag. Ooh, calm down, game. Oh yeah, I've never noticed that before. Why sad for the artist? It's a good thing. Like, he's got a kid. The kid's not dead. The kid's fine. And he's fine. Everyone's okay. No one's dead. Everyone's okay. But it's just a it's like a voicemail from his wife and his kid, I think. And it's a night. I really like the song, but then this kid goes, "Come on, Daddy, wake up, Daddy." I'm like, please be quiet. I can't hack this at all. Although, if you want something similar, much, much worse, there's a song by Trophy Eyes called Sean on their newest album, which is a bit of a return to form, but not as good as Roll stuff. But this is a very depressing topic for so early in the video, but their friend of the band killed himself. And halfway through the song, it plays a voicemail from the guy when he was still alive, talking about how he's just had a really good day and how optimistic he is and stuff like that, and then he, you know, did his thing a week later. I'm gonna stop talking about that now anyway. What have I done over here? I'm just trying to make some space, you know. I'm just trying to flatten things a little bit. Let's kill all this nonsense. The water's messing things up. Oh my god. Right, do we want to start? I kind of want to start here. I've got a little bit of a... Like I said, we're not building a standard park. We're going to do something a little bit different because standard parks bought me. I've got a bit of a thing in mind. I've got a really cool reference image that I want to riff off. Out of Darkness, you see, you say prehistoric horror movie, but the enemy seems to be like a spiritual thing. There might be a, yeah, it'd be good to have a flat map option. There might be like some saber-tooth or something knocking around, but I get the feeling it's not really much of a prehistoric. Actually, technically it's not prehistoric at all. If it's cavemen, which it is, it's not prehistoric by my definition, personally. But that's just me being facetious. Right, let me swing over to my reference. Okay, right, so the idea is you're going to enter this park. Okay, right. I'm determined. I've not grasped Prehistoric Kingdom. I just haven't. It's been a problem for a long time. This is the time. This is when we get used to this game and we get good at this game. And it's going to be by doing stupid things, okay? I can just never seem to get paths to work correctly and all this kind of jazz. Bam. Entrance. Can we do anything to our entrance colours? No. You're all proud of me. Oh, see, I quite like dialogue in my music. There's a band called, oh no. Oh no, what are they called? But it's like spoken word poetry, and I really like it, surprising myself. Right, we don't actually have a natural... Do we have a natural path? I don't think we have a natural path, do we? As in a grass path. This is kind of what I'm looking for here. Prehistoric Kingdom, sort it out. I think the best bet then is we can do a normal one, but we'll have to overgrow it with various things. So in that case, we probably want a darker one without a pattern, and that'll be easy to work with. Okay, so this is like my first. I start to have an issue here. It's the path system in this game. It's the only thing that bugs me, if I'm honest. Like here, this isn't attached to anything. So how do I know it's working for the park entrance? You know what I mean? It's fine. It's fine. It's just me being stupid. Okay, so you're gonna emerge. Right, I don't want you to see that straight away when you're walking to the park. So you're gonna turn a corner like this, and then you're gonna head in that direction. And this is just the this is not even the entrance of the park. This is the route to the entrance. Is the idea. I think you're still gonna. If I put it there. I'm going to just extend that out a little bit. Is there a Control Z in this game? Oh, there is. Hello, beautiful. I do like how the paths join together really nicely, it must be said. It's going to make this a slightly sharper curve. A bit longer, and then that's going to curve like that. It's not going to look anything like this. We're just getting the basics down. Ontogeny update is going to be great. There's so many cool updates coming to this game. Okay, so you're going to walk. That's all blocked. You're going to turn the corner, and it's going to be there. So it should be revealed, and then bam, open. Sweet. So you're going to spawn. I need to set this music down because I feel like I'm yelling into the void. Can I mean, the park's not open yet anyway, right? I think until we get any dinosaurs, we're not going to know if this is working or not. It's slightly problematic, so we're going to have to just live in a world where this is all okay. So the idea is very much that you spawn in the wilderness. You spawn in the middle of the wilderness. And, doesn't move, does it? Oh, fantastic. And then you sort of walk forward and you enter the main entrance area over here in front of us. So I want you to feel... You know what I'm like. If you've seen me play any game, you'll know what I'm about to say, really. I want you to feel a little bit like you're being choked out. You know, a little bit suffocated by the forest. I want the forest to feel like this noose enclosing around you. Because I just think that's a cool idea. And we are building a horror-themed park, so... I've got to stop denying who I am as a person. You know what I mean? Like, this is who I am. Let's just build the way I like to build. The important bit is actually... This one needs to be quite high. Oh no, it's not this one. Let me bring that down. That one needs to be higher up. I'm going to stagger it a little bit so it looks a bit more natural. We're going to cover this in trees, obviously, at some point. Hey, Sarah. We will do set across, we'll do everything eventually. The idea is this is the park we'll work on, you know. It's going to keep developing over time. We're not building we're probably not going to build a dinosaur exhibit today, just so you're aware. There's a lot to do along the way. I'm just going to change this a little bit. It's a little bit too tight there. We've all been there. I cannot overstate how important it is, how much easier life is when you come into a game. Like, people always ask me about how you build on games like this, and I always generally just regard myself as a fairly terrible person to ask, it must be said. But if I had any advice to give, it would just be come in with reference images, come in with an idea, and it'll change. It's like writing a book, right? You come in with a plan. Doesn't mean you're going to stick to that plan. Doesn't mean that plan's the only one you'll ever have. But you come in with a rough idea. I mean, personally, I write the same way I build. So I have a very loose plan. I've got an idea of where I want to get to, and then I just kind of let it develop over time. I find that tends to work out pretty well. But it really depends what you're trying, especially if you're trying to build like a realistic zoo. Which obviously I never am, but that's not the point. I think that needs to be higher, honestly. Could I do like a hanging ridge on this game? I don't think I've ever tried. As in, if I want to do... let's give that a go. Oh my god, what am I doing? What is wrong with me? No, wrong button, that's why. One sec, bear with me. If I do that, and no, you can't pull. It's raise or lower, isn't it? There's no pull at the moment. Okay, that's fine. That's not fine, though. It's important that this bit in particular is higher up, and we need to just one more edit to that little obnoxious path down there. It's a little bit further that way. Perfect. We check out. It's not made by the people who made Planet Zoo, no. There are similarities, but at the end of the day, I just think it's the logical way to make a park builder, you know? I don't know what else you would... There's no real logical other way to make a park builder. And I think if you play Park Beyond, for example, which is not made by Frontier or the PK devs, Blue Meridian, I want to say, then you'll see that they've got a lot of similar controls and stuff like that. It's just a logical way to do things. What is all that? What do you get out of here? Who invited you? I'm trying to obscure something over here. That's kind of what the point of this is, but it's probably too... I can put it there and then hide it in trees. When are you going to do a face reveal? What do you mean? Faces all over the channel. There's many face reveals on my channel already. I want that to be a gradual slope up to the right. My face is also my Twitter profile picture. My face is all over the place. You can't escape from my face. I just don't use it for streams at the moment. Because I can't bother, mainly. In this town without these pointed fucking shoes. Get the train in, and then you can start to work on other things. They're gonna be, yeah, it's probably gonna be oppressive enough. We can scale up the trees as well. Great thing about Prehistoric Kingdom, of course, we can make the trees humongous, and that's gonna really have an effect. A fully first-person pot builder, that sounds terrible. That's cool, Northrin. What did you... Wait, what do you mean? Quotes from my book, or things I've said, or what are you on about? Ah. No, especially there. Get down there, you cheeky little blighter. Okay, cool. Right, let's work on this bit. So... No, we need a little bit more. Let's just get the high done. Stop trying to skimp. I mean, I know what I'm trying to do. Just commit to getting it done. The chat's too far away from my head. I have to turn so far to look at chat. It's very annoying. Quote from what I said. What did I say? I know, I'm very excited for Monday and Mod Spotlights because it means I get to do a George video again. It's been a very long time. I was having a look in my, Jurassic World Evolution 2, no, my Jurassic World Evolution 1. Also, by the way, if you do mountains, this is always a good idea. You want them to kind of striate like that and just kind of bring it down. I was looking at my Evolution 1 folder, and I have a single screenshot from Jurassic World Evolution 1, and it's George looking terrifying. It's brilliant. I have not played anything with Swerve now. I don't know what you mean. Beaver has uploaded like 6 videos since his 10 years later video. I don't watch his stuff, but I've seen that much. Okay. Right, so let me stick down the other thing I was thinking about. I kind of just came in assuming this was in the game. Yes, fantastic, right. T-Rex skull. My only problem... Actually, you know what? I have to talk about the path and stuff. My actual problem with this game is no mist. Is there a mist? Did they have mist or fog? No. No. What's the effects? Waterfall, smoke. Can I change the... That's not going to work, is it? No, that's... So, okay, that's the main thing we need in this game. We need a mist effect. I can't change the colour, can I? No. Damn. You can't leave YouTube, it's a job. Like, none of us can leave YouTube, it's how we get paid. I can never shut it up. Should be warned. Stick a needle to my eye. It's not really working. Actually might be a little bit too small. We're going for a slightly fantastical kind of vibe here. Guess that wasn't obvious. I mean, I say that. The size is probably not too... That might be a bit excessive. Where are we pointing you? I'm going to raise the terrain up behind it a little bit. You can never leave. Once you're here forever. Thanks, Hugo. Is there not an underneath for this skull? What's it called in the thing? Oh, there is. Skull, lower jaw. You know how annoying that is. Wait. Let me just undo this because it makes so much more sense to build them together. In my head, I was sure they were both here. There we go. That's much better. Let's get you grouped. You already grouped, apparently. Split from the group that you were in, seemingly. I think the groups need a little love in this game as well. It's still a brilliant game, don't get me wrong. Rotate, you cheeky son of a... Okay. Bear with me, what's going on here? There we go. So if you're having problems with scaling and stuff like that, or rotating or anything, my best advice is usually just move to out of the group and just select the individual items, and it tends to fix any problems. Scale, big T-Rex. There we go. Let me check my reference. I may want to pull this out a little bit. Give it a slightly more aggressive feeling with that long snout. I'm not going to play League of Legends. Yeah, people have done some crazy stuff in this game. It's never going to be me. The planet's all over again. Let's go a little bit bigger. I want that to feel like it's sitting on the ground, but it's raised up. Probably talking about there. Alright, cool. You're going to sit there for a minute. I can't call you, can I? Oh, I can. Interesting. We just want to darken it a little bit. I want... the idea of the park is that it feels weathered, you know? Probably a bit yellow for my liking now. Come here, you. Let's go a little to the left. Oh, did you just... that yellow bite? Okay, that's fine then. We're going to change the lighting because I hate building against the shadow. Sounds very ominous, I know. There we go, look at that. Beautiful. Looks awful when you don't have it. It looks like the Teletubbies world or something, except there's a giant-ass skull. See, I'm here to teach. Anyways, I'm a Dota boy. I League of Legends boy. Sorry to tell you. You know, this skull, which I'm assuming is quite accurate, makes the one in my reference image look very inaccurate in comparison. It must be said. Right, we're gonna bring. Now I've got that, I can kind of base my stuff around that a little bit. Flatten that out. Bring this around. And then make it look less silly. Silliness is not abided by here. I don't want you to see the skull when you spawn in. You can still see it. It's too easy to see, man. You're not allowed to see the skull until you're around the corner, is the idea. So, oh no, just a lovely jaunt through the woods, you know, la-di-da-di-da, and then, dear God, what's going on here? That's the idea. Okay, we're gonna do some custom foliage placement, but I think just for the outskirts, we'll just plonk some stuff down. What we're trying to build, I think. I've got a thing in mind. I've got a thing in mind. Plants are what we need. So. The question then: do we want to use tropical? I mean, I did build in Costa Rica. Not that it really matters. Desert, not grassland. It's tropical, not wetland. Could be coastal. We could do like a redwood forest. A little bit of Lost World inspiration. Boreal's not ready. It's gonna be coastal or tropical. I think. What do I think? I think things. Debatably, I'm leaning coastal. Hills have dinosaurs. I'd watch that. No, I wasn't a big fan of Hills of Ice either. Let me have a little look what this looks like, just as a general placement. Yeah, they're a little skinny for my liking. You're far too skinny for my liking. We like a little bit of chunk. Yeah, I think PK's problem is that it's I think the lack of like environmental effects is the main thing that holds back the mist. Like you're not gonna get that kind of effect. Right, I'm just gonna start to shove some trees down and we'll see what happens. Let me complete all these actually. We'll see what we can do. But clarity is the enemy of fear. You know what I mean? Fear is found in the darkness. Look, we're gonna change. Look. The terrain is also custom. Look. Ooh. There you go. Look at that. I haven't finished yet, man. Look at that. Beautiful coastal terrain. I'm just gonna sip some trees down and we'll see how we feel about it. Just gonna stick lots of trees down around the rim. And we can do some custom placement in the middle when we need to in a minute. The trees are too skinny. Oh. Yeah, I'm not sure about this actually. Just rip it up. The only thing stronger than fear is me, actually. So, fear doesn't even lift. I'm just saying. You should play Jurassic World Evolution 2. I've actually played it before. It's just strangely enough. It's just pretty, isn't it? It doesn't work. Like, this looks pleasant. Shut up outside. Making noise in my neighborhood. How dare you? Right, let me place more trees. Let me just place trees absolutely goddamn everywhere, and we'll see what happens. And then we'll make it a little bit darker. We'll change the time of day, and we'll see if we can get where we're trying to get to. Dense. You are drowning. You are choked by the tree line. I mean, that's a step forward. There's too many trees. Okay, okay. What I think we need to do think that's alright. I think that's okay. But what I'm going to do is grab... I'm just going to delete these for temporarily. We're going to grab a tray. You called redwood in here? What you called in here? Oh, I'll call redwood. Right, what's the thickest... What's the best redwood? Everyone vote for your best redwood. Is it redwood 1? It's not redwood 2, I'll tell you that. A little bit more dramatic in terms of the size. It's kind of messed up. Oh my god. We're going fantasy-ish, you know? Spawning in the middle of trees like that. Yeah, well... Oh, yeah, let's assume you know you're coming to this park, right? Let's assume you haven't just magically spawned here. It needs to feel... ominous in and of itself, you know? It's a landscape. Or, well, it can feel okay in the daytime. So I was watching a documentary the other night. I haven't seen a film tonight, Hugo. I need to get on that after this. Yeah, well, that's where the inspiration lies. It's Isla Sauna. I was watching a documentary the other day called American Werewolves, which is very unoft-seen thing on Letterboxd. I realised that it's got like 200 reviews or something by this company called Small Town Monsters, who do like Kickstarter-backed cryptid documentaries every year. And it's an okay documentary. I wouldn't say it's anything special, but it's got this cool sort of 90s aesthetic that I kind of like. You know, it feels like I was kind of like staying up late till 1 in the morning on a school night and watching this horror channel terrible documentary. It was quite a nice kind of throwback for me. And there was a couple, this hunter couple, who was staying in a trailer in the woods. And they were talking about how beautiful the landscape was in the daytime. And then as soon as it became nighttime, the sort of the vibe entirely changed. I don't want surface sticking. I never, oh no. That's okay. I don't mind. I like that idea as well, like where the landscape shifts around you. It's a peaceful, beautiful looking place, and then just turns into something altogether more threatening as darkness falls. Know what I mean? Yeah, I'm gonna watch a film after the stream. Hugo, we could watch the same film if you can survive till 11 PM your time. Okay, are these trees looking better? Obviously there's gonna be more density. Yeah, that's way more what I was looking for though. Annoyingly, my reference image is more tropical than this. I think this will work though. Oh no, I've just unconvinced myself in the last 5 seconds. Let me just have a look what other trees we've got available. I didn't love cocaine better, you know. It was alright. Didn't blow me away. Let me just have a look at the tropical trees. I want something a little bit, you know what I mean? Maybe we'll do a server movie night. We can find something on Netflix and we'll see and everyone can get on there. Oh, I do like you. You know what I want? An equivalent of is the, I mean, we're going to use some tropical stuff around it, I think. We'll see. Yes. Oh, baby. I mean, a big redwood just looks so cool, though. Yeah, screw it. We'll stick with the redwoods. Just going to do this. Let me just throw these around a little bit. We've got some ferns. Yeah, okay. Let's see what we can do. See what we can do. It's okay to have little baby trees. Oh, these are huge. We're scaling up much more than I realized here. That's fine. We're going big, and we're going home. It's alright. I think my problem with forest floors don't use their grass. This isn't gonna have grass. It is gonna be covered in foliage eventually. I'm just getting the trees down. I'm working, folks. I'm working on something. I want a tree. One of my problems is the trees aren't tilted. So let's get a tree in there. Let's get a tree in up on there. Let's get these tilted inwards to show the ravages of time. Oh, well, the fact that they're built on a hill. Ravages of time are built on a hill, whichever one works for you, alright? But it's more just to create like more of an overlapping canopy as well. Does it get my first person mode, by the way? It does, doesn't it? I just don't know where it is. That's the... Wait, is there a first person mode? Is it F something? It's getting there. It's getting there. This is all going to be covered in stuff. I've never seen Prophecy. What's my favourite bear film? Is it Backcountry? There aren't many good bear films. Backcountry was okay. It wasn't great. Ominous. Ominous. This is the Planet Zoo tactic. You just throw trees absolutely goddamn everywhere. Oh, it's been a long week. It's been a long week. Okay, we're getting... The problem is when you've got shadow like this at daytime, it becomes very flat. As you can see, we don't have these lovely overlaying shadows, which is kind of what I'm looking for. We need some trees around here. This is my trick on Planet Zoo. If you want to like block off, you just kind of sink a tree into the ground like this, and yeah, it looks stupid, but you're not going to see it. You're just going to have it sitting behind your other trees, and it kind of looks like there's just trees in the distance, but it blocks off the view. The key to a good exhibit in any park builder is blocking off the outside world. Let me tell you. Backcountry was alright. It's about that couple who went, well, camping. And the husband gets destroyed by a bear, and then it's her survival. See what I mean? Like, you can't see in the distance, but it doesn't look like there's trees sunk down in the distance. There's lots of other things we need to do here, but it's a start. I'm just going to change it to nighttime, see if that makes a difference to how I'm seeing the lighting, or like a... I think nighttime, but with lights, might look better. You're never going to get the lighting that I'm kind of aiming for. That's not bad, though. My review on Backcountry. Oh, was I positive about Backcountry? There's another one as well. Into the Grizzly Maze with James Marsden. That was alright. They're all okay. They're just nothing special. Know what I mean? Foliage. More foliage? It's very slow, this foliage. Okay, that looks stupid, doesn't it? I think same idea in that we need the foliage, but we need it to be like gigantic. I think that I rely too much on the cheating in Prehistoric Kingdom. Like, I just need to face the fact that I need to manually place stuff, you know? Just accept it's going to take a little bit of time. Let's place some manual gigantic ferns and such. I need something a bit bushier. Who needs like a big bush? Nah. These aren't really what I'm looking for, though. What am I looking for in life? I need a bush. Who is feeling bushy? Grass temperate's got me in my best. Yeah, arrowwood. Arrowwood's the kind of thing we're looking for here. Just to kind of give a bit of more interesting texture to the ground. Doesn't look like grass. It looks like plant life in general. Does it look like an auto rotate button, by the way? No. I get so confused by what this game has got and what Planet Zoo's got and stuff like that. I can never keep it straight in my head. I think for most of my... I've not seen Revenant, actually. I didn't mean to watch it. The next song gotten is... Death. There's a film called... I'm sure you've seen it, YouTubers. It's your kind of thing. A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night, which is a... Iranian... Is it Iranian? Iranian vampire film. It's really good. But the sort of, I would say, the most well-known scene in the entire film has this song playing, and I like this when I downloaded it. Feeling bushy. Yeah, we need some logs. We need loads of stuff. Don't worry about it quite yet. When I say, okay, I'm happy with it, and it still looks terrible, then people can panic. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna tilt some of these trees in. Ents. They're all out to get us. I really liked Girl Home Alone tonight. I don't really like vampire films in general. Hey, if you want to see me play Skyrim, there are literally hundreds of videos of me playing Skyrim already on this channel, you know? I've played a lot of Skyrim on this channel back in the day. So all the ones that are on a hill, I'm just tilting them in slightly, just to... a bit more realistic in some ways, and also just for spookiness. Right. Is there a first person? Is there a walking camera in this game? Like, someone tell me because I'm losing my mind. How do we get into camera mode? F? No. Oh, it's over here. Management view, excavations, nursery holder. Okay, so this is the equivalent, isn't it? This is my walking around view. There's a button to hide this, and I don't remember what it is. Obviously, yeah, we need changes, but we're getting there in terms of, you know, the canopy's larger and the skull is completely obscured before you get around the corner. Still a lot to do. I haven't, no. The hunter. Oh yeah, yeah. It's kind of a. You can put yourself down, and then it's kind of a first-person view, yeah. Right, let's have a look at textures. I mean, I'm gonna cover most of this. I think in bushy things. This feels gotta hold on. Let's lower the intensity because that's crazy. I think that actually looks better with the contrast against it. Like, most of this is going to get covered, but I think if what's showing through, this texture just looks nicer, doesn't it? It's got like a bit more detail to it. The grass feels quite homogeneous and bright. Bear in mind, we're going to be covering the path as well. Not covering the path, but a lot of the path is going to be obscured. Let's go low intensity, low size, and just... what I tend to do is kind of put down the dirt at the bottom and then fix that tree. And then look for flatter bits, and that tends to be where I put grass. On Planet Zoo, anyway. I've seen Lost Boys. This feels gotta hold on. I mean, I'd say that's a lot better, right? I mean, you? Will you play another game in the future? I don't really know what you're asking. Done with video games forever. Yeah, you know, like I said, you know, hopefully you're not going to see most of this. I just want, there's going to be stuff peeking through, so it shouldn't necessarily even look like grass, because this doesn't really look like grass anyway. Actually, to be fair, the grass doesn't look like grass, it looks like kind of just flat, leafy cover that you would get, I would suggest, on the forest floor. I do want some green poking through. But we're going to cover a lot of it up. It's looking better, I would suggest. I'm not going to play FIFA now. That would be a very strange change of tact for me. I mean, I used to like FIFA. I don't play FIFA anymore, but I did back in the day. For what it's worth. But, no, I cannot get away with playing FIFA on this channel now, Jesus. They're getting very blurry in those textures, which is understandable, don't get me wrong. You're ragging on my brush choice. I mean, this isn't even soil, this is sand. Yeah, I'll have a look in a sec. See if we can find something soily. I kind of like freaking out about like how tall these trees are, but I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to see it from up there, anyway. We can see it from down here, from the cool kid perspective. Right, let's have a look. Substrate's what we're looking for, surely. That's I should have just used this from the start. That would have made much more sense. But I don't want it to be on the flat bits as much. Oh no, on the. No, I guess I do want it. I guess I want it everywhere. Wait, we're not. Remember, look. There's a code. It's. What do we say to the gods of realism? No realism, just vibes, is what we say. But this does look better. I like the darker colour more. Like I said, I'm gonna obscure most of the path. Did we figure out how not to get in the debt and challenge mode on this game, or I don't play the challenge mode on video games. Challenge mode's for silly people. Cool people to play sandbox. I can't remember the last time I played a different game mode on any of these games other than sandbox. I do prefer that a lot. Still want some green. Like I said, we're going to cover up more of this texture, this green texture. It's not all going to be there. It's just going to poke through some bits. I'm just looking for variety. It's getting there. And I'm going to cover up most of this. I really wish I could hide the path entirely. I mean, do I need a path? Do I need guests? I'm not building restaurants or anything like that. I don't care about that aspect. I already have a second channel, Motion. If you want to see me play random games, by the way, not FIFA, admittedly, but I do have a second channel, linked in the description of the video, where I play many random... Oh, hello. It's too grassy, isn't it? Yeah, I need bush. I need a bush. Always that cute bush. No, you're kind of bush. Not really the bush I'm looking for, though. Chuck some of this in the background. You know what this actually reminds me of? This is very similar. I need to keep that in mind to when I built the very start of Elderwood. You know, where you load in on the road. And I did basically this. Oh, we need rocks! Although not many rocks. I'm gonna go chill on the rocks. Ugh, chill on the rocks makes me sad. What the hell did I just do? Save me, save me. I'm really just trying to blank out some of the sight lines. Got some big trees back here as well in a second. Get a little bit of better texture on that. Stupid little hill. Much like in Planet Zoo, the hill behind where you start has been completely neglected. Come here, thank you. Exactly. Sekiro wasn't too tough for me. Like, I've considered going back to it. There's no way Sekiro was too tough. I just got bored. I was like, oh, I kind of like that light there. I don't really want to kill it. You need a little light. Like, it can't be too oppressively dark. Otherwise, it's not dark. You know what I mean? It just becomes flat. What you need is a little bit of light to create interesting shadows. It's getting there, though. I need more of these big ferns. I like these big ferns. And we need some bushes. Big fern, what are you doing? So let's turn on the, that'll make life a bit easier. It wasn't demon hatred. It was the final boss that was killing me. I had attempts on the final boss. I nearly got it, so I got it to the final phase. I just didn't quite have the time, and I was less dedicated to kind of doing that thing while finishing stuff off. It's not like, you know, at the end of the day, I took down Milennia without any summons. All right, I can handle anything Sekiro's got to throw at me. Just saying. It's come along. It's come a long way. It's come a long way. It's getting there. You cover the floor. I need more stuff on the ground. I don't like these little dudes so much. These little dudes here. That looks worse. Okay, we need to kill the little dudes, but we need to hide them under big dudes. My problem with Sekiro is that I'm not a parry player. I'm a dodge player in everything. Like Lies of P, which actively encourages you to parry. It's like a core proper, like Sekiro, where it's a fundamental mechanic in a very important way. You know, it's fundamental in all the games, but parrying is not that important in Dark Souls, for example. And I got through Lies of P, including Nameless. Oh, Puppet, the King of Nameless Puppet, the final boss, without parrying at all, really, because I hate parrying that much. And that's my problem with Sekiro, really, because Sekiro is a parry game. What am I looking for here? Arrowwood. Arrowwood's what we're looking for. Just going to start to place this down here and there. Try to cover up some of the flooring. It doesn't have to look amazing. Just here to create a vibe, you know. Just looks like bushes. Bushes! And we'll throw some more colourful stuff in a minute. I've always been a dodgy boy. Why did you become a YouTuber? It's your dream. What? I don't understand the second question. I became a YouTuber because, I mean, I started YouTube because I was bored at university, honestly. I was bored at university in a fairly bad relationship, and I just thought, well, this'll kill some time. I used to watch the Yogs cast, and that kind of inspired me to get started. Times have changed. Oh, anyway, thank you, Wyatt, for the tip. And yeah, if it's not for you, it's not for you. You know, they're not for everyone. Not even necessarily a skill thing. It's just there's a certain, like, I've talked to people who try to get the Dark Souls, and they're like, well, the game doesn't tell me where to go and stuff like that. I'm like, well, yeah, that's kind of the point. But if you don't like that, then you don't like it. You know. You're not wrong to not like it. I mean, you are, in my opinion. But it reminds me of the way that people are just built for different things. I was watching True Detective with my dad last night. You know, Night Country, the new True Detective thing. And there was this moment. Like, my dad's not really into film. Like, he'll watch a film. That's fine, whatever. But he's not like a film guy. He's not like big into it. You know, he watches Heartbeat on TV, for God's sake. That's his like comfort of TV. He's not a film buff by any stretch. Whereas I'm quite into film. You know, Actually, I saw the other day, I've hit 600 films logged on my letterbox. So, you know, I'm pretty into my film. And we're watching Night Country. It's just such a cool name, by the way. And there's a scene right at the end. It's like the climactic scene of the episode. And one of the characters... I'm trying not to give spoilers because it's the latest episode for those who haven't seen it. The character played by Jodie Foster is talking to a character who she finds in this building, and it cuts. She's talking to him, and then she goes and she talks to her partner, and it cuts between the two scenes for like dramatic effect. It's like she talks to him, and it builds up to that quote, and then it cuts to her talking to her partner. So it's cutting between the two scenes that take place at a different period of time, right? And my dad after was like, I'd like this more if I understood like half of it. I was like, well, what are you not understanding? You know, maybe I can help. He's like, well, how was she in two places at once? She's talking to him and she's talking to her. I'm like, Dad, no, come on. They're just it's just a very normal editing technique for dramatic effect. And it didn't occur to me for a second for it to be confusing. But to him, this was like weird shit, you know? It just didn't make any sense to him. Bless him. There's 601 films on my letterbox now. I think it is. My 600th film. If I'd realised I was approaching 600, I would have done something a bit, you know, I would have maybe tried to do a special film or something, but my 600th film was indeed American Werewolves. It gets tricky when you got a lot of foliage over. I can't do a bloody thing in here. Just trying to bulk that up a bit. Bang, 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 bang. That's a good idea. Something satanic for 660. It's the best satanic film. I don't really like rewatching films. There's only a handful of films I rewatch, really. Like 5 or 6. Oh, whatever. These little dudes really annoy me. But there needs to be something there because it looks stupid. Let me have a look at what my reference is saying. I'm thinking a tree. I'm not sure how I feel about the little trees either. I've always said that though. Never known how I feel about the little trees. Scan though. It's crazy how long it takes to do something so simple. I don't mind rewatching. I don't really have a problem separating art from artist. The only time I struggle with separating art from artist is Lost Prophets. And to be honest, I'm not that into Lost Prophets anyway. I don't think it's anything to do with the art. I think it's just the artist. I think it just kind of grew out of that style. Right. I'm gonna say, right, let's get some rocks. Let's get some rocky roos. And some sticks! Sticks! Some dead trees! Oh, of course we need dead trees. Not that, that's stupid. If I was a dead tree, where would I be? I would probably be behind a skull for dramatic effect. I don't know if I can have a dead tree here. I don't think it makes sense. I can have some sticks on the ground. That makes more sense. Right, let's get some branches. Kind of across the forest floor. I want to... The idea is not for this to be a nice, clean stone path. Eventually, the idea is this is going to feel kind of overtaken itself as well. It should feel... It's an ominous path is what it is. Pretend that's like a root. Yeah, I mean, it's not like, oh, he was... I mean, a lot of people have done some bad shit, I suppose. But yeah, what's his name? Ian Watkins, I think is his name. What he did is a whole different ball game. Oh, you know what I want? You know what? Oh. Okay, we'll do it over here. You need to walk under a log. It's very cool to walk under a log. I think we all know this. Like, it's just an inherently cool thing to walk under a log. I'm not taking questions about this. It is cool to walk under a log. We'll do some land at the other side, but yeah. has to be a log. Yeah, oak wood, not bad inspiration. It is cool to walk under a log. Thank you. There's a plant. What's the best dino game? What is the best dino game? Is it still JPOG? I don't know. Like, in terms of happiness I have derided from a dinosaur game, it is probably still JPOG for me. Is it actually the best dinosaur game? No, obviously not. I don't know. I mean, so much of it depends on what you want from a dinosaur game. What are you looking for, you know? Is it Dino Crisis? What am I doing, by the way? Just sticking shit down. No rhyme or reason, really. Not sure what the best game. I mean, unironically, Peter Jackson's King Kong is up there. One second, let me change my music. Actually, this is a good time to. I'm gonna play like a little advert. So, I'll be back in like 2 minutes. So if you want to support me, I'm not gonna do anything important. I'm gonna sit here, and if you get adverts, can you tell me when the advert ends? That'd be great. Here you go. Yeah, music's the best part of JPOG. What am I going to listen to is the question. One of my favourite bands brought out a new album, and it just isn't hitting me. You know, it's just not right, in a way. Someone brought out a that JPOG mod for Evo, didn't they? Oh, no, I have to sit here. That was a quick advert. It was like 30 seconds. Yeah, it probably is Evolution 2, if I'm being honest. Alright, I'm going to keep going then. Okay, is there any way I can cover... Is there a dirt thing? How dirty are we? I'm not dirty enough. There's no, gardening. Oh, hello, gardening. How are we feeling today? Hello, beautiful. This is what I needed. Meow. Okay, bear with me. Right. I'm gonna... Oh, no, this is great. So, get that nice and wide. And then what we can do... Yeah, that's more like... Oh, no. Why are you being weird? You should just be flat, shouldn't you? Why aren't you flat? Alright, let me try a different one. It'll be flatter, probably. Wait, where's it gone? Right, there it is. Might be too flat. Guess I'll walk along that, I think, right? Now, does this have the texture thing? It does have the texture thing. I love the texture thing. Meow. You can just shove it in, it's fine, it's great. Wait, where have you gone? How big are you? Oh god. All walls. Maybe maybe I can have like a little bit. I don't know what I'm doing here. I need to think about this a bit more. Right. What we're gonna do? First of all, when you turn this off, that's causing me problems. What's this? Yeah. Cool. problem is the colour. I just want to kind of, what we'll do is we'll try to find a darker texture and kind of blend this in. I kind of want to leave the stone there, but I'm going to try to just make it look like the stone has also, it's there, but it's succumbing to nature, you know, as it is wont to do. I just commit to doing this, it'll work. You always have this weird, I talk about this all the time in my Planet Zoo builds. Well, I'll be working on a build, and it'll be awful. It just won't be working at all. Like the, I was really happy with that Wolverine one. And it was terrible for ages. It was awful. It took so long for it to come together. But I ended up being really happy with it. You just have to get through the awkward phase. Commit to your ideas, and eventually, you will be rewarded for your courage. Or something. I think if we get some foliage popping up in there, and we blend in the very bottom of this with some darker stuff to match this, that's going to look alright. Keep going. Yeah, but the grow path is the wrong colour, it's too bright. Can't colour change paths in the game, unfortunately. That'd be cool though. Maybe one day we'll get that. I'm just getting bored. I just want to kind of just start shoving it in there. Oh, you know what I'm like. I just want to go up to the skull. We're just aiming for the skull. Well, yeah, the idea is that I'm going to pick a texture for the hill that will blend in with the dirt. Just got to do this bit first. Can't put the chicken before the chicken. The egg, don't, what is it? Don't put the egg before the chicken? Don't put the cart before the horse? Don't put the cart before the horse. I'm pretty sure that's the words I'm actually looking for here. Alright, now it looks silly, but it's going to look cool beans. You just have to have faith in me, because I'm a genius. Probably. I don't hate that, actually, but we will blend it in. We'll hopefully be doing. What's my favourite game? What is my favourite game? This is definitely not my favourite game ever. No, no harm to PK. It's great. My favourite game ever is not dinosaur related. I'll tell you that much. Right, let's try to find a dark, dirty dark dirt. Small size. Nope. This might be tougher than I expected. I might have to do that. Ugh. Oh, that's not gonna be it, is it? I don't hate a little bit of that though. Do like a clay striation in like the hillier parts, maybe. Is that stupid? A little bit of that. Dream killers. This is Dreamcatcher. Come in. Over. I'm gonna have to use the mulch. I don't think there's a way around it. Curse you, mulch! Lured me into... Wait, that one. Lured me into a false sense of security. As mulch often does, frankly. Won't be the first time. Won't be the last. I will do some more stuff to blend it in a sec, but this is just too strong as it is. So we need to do this, and we need to do that, and we just need to... It can't, like if all the mulch is on the flat bits, it just looks... This is going to be tricky, actually. It just looks suspicious. Bam, there we go. The process has begun. Oh, you're going to be a nightmare for me. thinking noise. I think. Ugh. Got a little muddy pile there. It's gonna get there. It's gonna get there. Don't you worry. Again, we're just gonna commit, and things are gonna be cool. That's how it works. And we'll use some foliage down on the path, and it's gonna look alright. It's gonna look alright. You just go where I want you to go. Thank you. You're welcome. That's what mulch sounds like, in case you were curious. Which I know you all were. I used to make fun of my sister. In a nice way. Not in a nice way, really, but in a... Because she used to listen to, like, proper, like... kind of music. But I gotta tell you, there's some bands I like that are very... I'm just realizing as I listen to this song, there's a lot of full-on screaming going on in my ears right now. Stone daughter, playable, that's a martyr. Jurassic Park 3 is the best. Oh, it's not the best. Honestly, like, when it comes to like rewatching a Jurassic Park film or a Jurassic film in general, controversial take here, folks. But I think Jurassic Park 3 is my favorite in that regard. To like casually, because Jurassic Park, I don't really watch Jurassic Park that often. If I had to choose right now, for example, to watch a Jurassic film, I would probably choose Jurassic Park 3. I think it's the most fun as a casual kind of watch, because it's just like an old school. It's kind of like a monster film or like a animals eating people film, you know. And it's my favorite genre. So, now bash him right the fuck in. I should not listen to Ice Spice. No, you are very much misconstruing the kind of music that I'm into. I will tell you that it's not Ice Spice. I don't really branch out of rock. I've made many subgenres of rock. You know, indie folk, metalcore, anything. But it's not Ice Spice. Not Taylor Swift either, though I do like seeing all the hate she's getting on social media at the moment. She's being very silly about. I think the one, funnily enough, the one I've seen the most is The Lost World, because ITV2, which is a channel over here in the UK, shows it constantly. Like, maybe not anymore, but when I was growing up, it was on just all the time. You could not escape The Lost World Jurassic Park. Like, I swear I'd watch it 2-3 times a month at some points. Go psycho. I think this has already helped quite a lot. I've not seen. No, I don't listen to Devil Wears Prada. I'm very like I like a lot of music, but I'm very specific on the kind of music I listen to. There's very specific. It's a hard thing to define. I tried to define it the other day actually in a conversation. I really struggled. There's this quality of like when I listen to music, there has to be a melodic counterpart. Like it has that contrast I really like, and it tends to build in that kind of way. And my favorite song, probably my favorite song, is Gunslinger by Avenged Sevenfold, because of the way it ramps up. It's probably not my favorite song, but it's up there. What's ours? Yeah, well, I don't find the interconnectedness of Jurassic to be a particularly positive thing. I can't say that. I know people say that as a criticism. I'm not saying you guys are saying it as a criticism, but I've seen people say it as a criticism of Jurassic Park 3. And I don't know, the desire for interconnected... Like, there's nothing wrong with the sequel feeling somewhat standalone, in my opinion. Shoot 'em up, bang, bang, bang. be a bit much, but whatever. Man, tell no tales around here. It's one of the ones I don't really like it at small sizes. These get too small. King Kong. I mean, Peter Jackson's King Kong is the best dinosaur film, in my opinion. Like, I have King Kong above Jurassic Park, unironically. I used to say that I preferred The Lost World over the original Jurassic Park, but I don't know if I hold that opinion anymore. Come here, you cheeky little blighter. Get you out of that. We're getting there, folks. This is the problem. Like, the game has a fantastic custom terrain thing, but if you want to, you know, if you need the full control, it's going to take you some time to actually get anything done. That's just nature of games like this, really. I think it's coming together quite well. I'm listening to Set to Stun at the moment, for those who are curious. Favorite sport's football. Although I watch any sport, I'm pretty into sport. My favourite sport to watch at the Olympics is curling, weirdly enough. You know, one of my favourite things about Jurassic Park 3, and it doesn't get enough credit for it, is literally Paul Kirby. Like, people think I'm memeing when I talk up Paul Kirby. I think he's a brilliant protagonist. And one of my problems with modern films, in a lot of ways, and it's a concern I have, this new Jurassic... Yeah, people have been talking about Jenna Ortega because of that stupid clickbait article. Coming in as Brooklyn for the new Jurassic film. That's been, like, discussed. And it really is not even a rumour, it's just because of one stupid clickbait article. But then, obviously, people ran with it. I don't want it to have a young cast. I don't like this trend where all these films are a bunch of attractive, you know, young 20s kind of thing. Like, I feel like big films like that now are never made with, like, middle-aged people, and it annoys me a little bit. And Paul Kirby is this weird-looking, mustachioed, middle-aged dude. He's not a superhero at all. He's not particularly athletic or successful or anything. He's just this average dude who misses his ex-wife and wants to save his kid. And that is something none of the films have achieved quite as much. Alan Grant was kind of that. He was never meant to be like Superman, but then fucking Owen comes in and, well, things change a lot. Unironically, Paul Kirby, I think, is the best character in the Jurassic World franchise and Jurassic Park franchise. Again, people think I'm memeing when I say that. I think he's the best character in the entire franchise. Genuinely. Right, I think I want a little bit of colour in this. Where's my reference image gone? There it is. It doesn't really look like the reference, but that's okay. It's not really meant to look like the reference, it's just a reference. Just looking for any bit that's kind of plain that I can kind of... I'll get some rocks in a second. Kill some of these areas where it's a bit too obvious where the join is. You can see that this area is not as good because I've spent much less time over here. Always got this problem. And then I have to kind of do the same thing all over again. I'm like, well, do I really want to go through it all again? Not really. Dare watch you walk away. You look like scaled up. Bracken. Oh, it's Bracken. I didn't realise it was Bracken. Yeah, precisely. I was gonna do a video on it. I want to do. I want to do like some video essay kind of stuff. You know, cliche YouTuber nonsense. And one of the ideas is literally why Paul Kirby is the greatest character in the Jurassic franchise. He is the quintessential hero's journey. Owen comes into the world in Jurassic World, and you're already meant to think he's cool. He doesn't have any journey because he's already meant to be cool. He, you know, he's got the shirt and he's got the trailer and he's got the motorbike. And Claire's all around him, and you know he's meant to be a character. We think, oh, this guy's cool, and I just think, well, no, okay, where are you gonna go then? Where's your character going after this? Oh, the answer is absolutely goddamn nowhere across 6 hours of film. Oh, okay, that makes sense. It's kind of what I expected. There's a downside of getting more into film. The more I get into film, the more I dislike the Jurassic World franchise. Exactly, that was not what Jurassic Park was about. It's a small part of my main problem with Jurassic World in that, and Jurassic World is okay. Jurassic World is going, like Jurassic Park 3 had a bit of a renaissance in that people are starting to rate it a little bit higher, and I've seen it happen all over the place. And it's happening now with Jurassic World a little bit more, like people are starting to rate it higher, and it is the best of the 3 Jurassic World ones. But I don't think it's... I think it's still the 4th place, you know? My problem with it is it doesn't feel tactile in the way that the Jurassic Park films feel. It doesn't feel earthy, I guess. It's all flashy and stuff, and I know that was kind of the point, but... I don't know. It loses something in the process. I kind of like this in the tree, actually. Is that stupid? I mean, trees have stuff like this, don't they? I don't know if redwoods do, but trees do. You know, as long as some tree does, that's fine, right? Just been absent-mindedly placing foliage for about 20... For an hour. For an hour and a half or something. I've just blanked out placing foliage. God, I've not even done any of this bit. Should have done the area so much smaller. Then I could just ignore this bit down here. Well, it wouldn't exist, I suppose. This is around the time where I start to copy and paste things. I'm like, well, I don't want to keep doing this. It looks good, though. Yeah, I mean, that was my problem with Jurassic World. You could feel the Marvelization of the franchise. I mean, Fallen Kingdom. I hate Fallen Kingdom more than I hate Dominion, which is saying something. I mean, Fallen Kingdom is a terrible film. Beautifully directed. Awfully written, awfully acted, awfully everything else. Make this a bit bigger. I want it to be like a dramatic moment, so we need to make sure you can't see it from here. Bam. Done. So you just need a good bush, I'm telling you. No, David Leitch is not directing a new film anymore. He is no longer in talks. The talks have failed due to differing creative direction, which is concerning for me, I'm not gonna lie. Not that I was particularly enamoured with him as a director choice, but the fact that they've gone from at all does tell you something about how they're building the film in the first place. And I suspect that is not going to change. I am curious what... I'm hoping we hear from him eventually, and that we can hear that maybe, you know, what was it about the direction that he didn't like. I'm as curious as George, let me tell you. Where have you gone, you cheeky little... There you are. What are you doing? It's my fault entirely, that's beside the point. Nothing's actually my fault. Just arrow wood everywhere, man. It reminds me of playing by the zoo. Just looking for areas like this bit over here that you look over and you think, well, yeah, it looks a bit... Where are you? Come here! It looks a little bit bland, you know, a little bit... You just have to be very careful when you're going far away from the camera because the movement is more. You know what I mean? I really like this. I'm actually quite proud of it. I just kept... This is what I was talking about. You just keep hammering away. Eventually you'll get somewhere that you're happy with. But you just need to hammer it and hammer it and hammer it. Much like making love. No, please ignore that advice. Yeah, it's alright. It's one of those things that's messier the more you look at it, but like as a vibe, it's doing what I want it to do. Oh, thank you, Nuclear Venom 45. I mean, you'd have to ask the people involved, but I think the chances of Prehistoric Kingdom coming to like I'm going to suggest no. That would be my take. That it probably will not come to console. I think it's something they'll consider, but in the end, I don't think it'll prove to be viable. Because I know they're doing it on Planet Zoo, but it's going to be with a lot of limitations. Frontier is a much bigger company than the PK devs. Obviously, that's not a criticism of either of those companies. It's just fact. And with the scaling and everything that Prehistoric Kingdom has, I think it would struggle to translate that kind of thing onto a console release, and I think without it, the game would also it would lose a lot, you know. It is good, isn't it? That's a bit that treat's a bit wild for my liking. I'll message you after this, Cassie. What would you do if when you okay, so... What? What? Yeah, I mean, I've got a soft spot for Jurassic World as well. I saw it in the cinema. I did a fan meetup. The only time I've done like a fan meetup was for Jurassic World. Like 20 of us went to the cinema to see Jurassic World. It was great. It was a good time. I still got the photos from that night. It was a lot of fun. And it's an okay film. It's not, I don't think it's a great film, but I'd give it a 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10? That's brutal. I'd give it a 5 out of, no, I'd give it a 3 out of 5, probably. Have you ever been so far as to even want to go like... Okay, I need a bit of colour in here. Not much, but a little bit. In terms of the plant life. Swapping from the grass. Imagine this in the grass. Oh god, that's awful, that bit. Let me just kill that. Oh no, what have I done? I'll just stick a bush on that. If in doubt, stick a bush on. It'll help. Bam, fixed. I don't think I've seen Jurassic World since the first time I saw it. I don't think I've rewatched 1, 2, or 3 of the Jurassic World films. No, I must have seen Jurassic World twice. I think I've seen Jurassic World twice. And I've seen Fallen Kingdom once, I've seen Dominion once. And unless I plan to re-review them, I would be very surprised if I go back and watch them again, if I'm honest with you. I mean, I don't rewatch films anyway. Yeah, I can't even tell you the last time I watched Jurassic Park. It's been a long time, so it's not necessarily a massive slight against the films. Come over here. Would you rather have unlimited bacon but no games, or games unlimited games but no games? What? I mean, I would give up bacon for games in like there would be literally zero hesitation, not a single second of hesitation in my mind. For one, I would be homeless without video games, so it would require quite a change in my life. Whereas I haven't had bacon in a long time, so would be less of a dramatic life change for me. God, I love this song. Coming home tonight, boy. Need a stick. Ooh, hello, vines. Okay, that's interesting for a minute. Right, okay. The last thing I want now, just a little burst of colour here. Oh, Jesus, JFD. Oh, that's far too generous. I will buy dinner with it. Thank you very much. That's very kind. Overtly so. I always get this like sudden pang of guilt. Right, well, I was about to do an advert break, so I guess I don't need to do an advert break anymore. So there you go. You've just saved chat adverts. Something to feel proud about. I'm not gonna hate them for liking Dominion. I'm glad people like Dominion. I wish I liked it. You know, I don't want to hate these films. It'd be great if I liked them, you know? I just don't. Like Camp Cretaceous, I'd love to like Camp Cretaceous, but I think it's awful. You know how easier my job would be if I liked these things. I'm not going to pretend otherwise, you know, that's the only thing. And there's too much of a tendency in the Jurassic franchise, and it's both ways. Like, there's a toxic negativity thing that pops up, but there's a toxic positivity thing as well. There really is. Around the release of Dominion, it was really prevalent that you just, if you criticised it, you weren't a true fan and all this kind of nonsense. It's just, I don't know why people struggle if people don't have the same opinion as them. Like, wouldn't it be boring if we all had the same opinions? No, we're done with Paleopines. Unless Paleopines comes, if it comes out with a DLC, we'll play it, of course. Oh, I got a I wonder if I can show you somehow. Let me try to show you something. I got a thing from them today. Actually, I'm gonna do a post on my Twitter about it, but I haven't done it yet. But I will show you the picture via OBS if I can figure out how to do anything in my life. Which I probably can't. No one. There you go. Let me just make that a bit smaller. Yeah, they sent me a Lucky plushie. From the parcel. Isn't it adorable? Yeah, it's adorable. I'm gonna do a post about that later. There you go. Lucky is here to consume. Anyways, there you go. Hopefully you saw that, and I know how to work basic YouTubing. I need to get a Elgato Stream Deck. I'm giving it away, it's mine. They do have another one. They've got the Ankylosaurus, which I think is potentially even cuter. They're doing a makeshift campaign for that at the moment. So, if you've got a bit of money to support Plush, you can go do that. Where am I? I've gone backwards. Whoopsie daisy. Never go backwards. My parks can only be viewed from one direction. I'm not here to make like a working park or a livable park or anything. I'm here to make. When I design things like this, I'm always thinking it's more like I'm trying to design a view. You know what I mean? It's not about logic. It's not about anything else. It's about, as you walk around, does your immediate view look pretty? You know, and if it does, and if it sells the vibe, then I'm happy. That's it. Like in theory, I could look this way and be really disfigured. It looks fine, except that tree. You're wilding. But if it looked terrible, I wouldn't fix it, because it doesn't matter. It's not relevant, because you don't walk this way. You know what I mean? You walk this way. Yeah, I really like the carrot Anki. This is just the introduction, DJ. We're not. Well, I mean, the idea is you walk through here, and then you're going to walk into like a big gated area, and that's going to be the start of the park. It's going to be inspired by a post-apocalyptic, overgrown, Last of Us, slightly Jurassic Park kind of vibe. Yeah, I just think of him as a series of photographs, you know? More than anything else. I don't know if I'm going to do anything with this. The entrance. I don't really feel any need to. Again, because you're not going to see it. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter, really. We can think about it. I don't know, maybe I could... You suggested a... Oh! You know what we'll do? You know what we'll do? I think it was you, Troodon, right? You suggested a bunker. Well, as it happens, we have a bunker already made in my prefabs. These ones I downloaded. No, some of these are downloads, some of these are mine. Where's my goddamn bunker? Wait a minute, where's my bunker? I don't understand. User. There it is. Okay, here we go. Which one am I meant to use here? Where are 3? There we go. Bunker. Easy peasy. We'll just delete the doors. Although I don't know if these are doors. How this is going to work, so we'll see how this goes. This might have been... Oh, no, okay, this will work. We just need to do a couple little changes. Bunker. Bunker. I'm going to do some rocks, but they're going to be like little pebbly rocks. We can't do many rocks because I don't think you would have large-scale rocks in this environment. So I'm going to go easy on the rock. As much as it hurts me, you understand. I'm going to go... What is this? Is that a tree? I'm going to go relatively easy on the rocks. I think I need to sink this down a little bit. It looks pretty cool actually there. It's kind of fortunate how well this sits over the entrance. You know, that could have been much messier, but it kind of works. This is just, like, I know I build like this quite a lot, in a way, but it's my favourite thing to build. Post-apocalyptic, overgrown, left to rot kind of vibe. It just makes me happy, you know. I'm a very predictable man. In some ways. Just need to fill in this backside. As I want to do. Don't tell anyone. You come down here. Just for the sake of the texture, I'm gonna not stretch that too far. No, no, for God's sake. One little misclick and you're doomed. I've been before. Leave a little bit of a gap. And then we want to leave a gap, but we want the gap to not go into the nether, so we just push that a little bit behind like that. And it looks okay. Bunker! Bunker. Do I want to sink this down? Do I want it to be like... what do we think? How high do we want the bunker? Right. Go over there for a minute. this little log over here. Bunker. Yeah, you've seen the detail at the back. I only just noticed it. Fans' questions. I don't know anything about you. I wonder if Disco Dino's still alive. Have you got the GIF? It's on Discord, isn't it? Okay, it's Friday. Does anyone have any exciting weekend plans? I don't want it to be the full size. I think maybe like there. I think it fits in really well, actually. We'll make it like look a bit overgrown and stuff in a second. I'm just gonna... Don't like this top ridge being left alone. Just gonna move that. Block off that top bit a little bit. This is one of my realizations again in Planet Zoo, where if your buildings look bad, it's just because you don't have edges on things. Just edge. Just get edging, right? Everyone loves a little edge. Edge absolutely goddamn everything. Nice. I was chuffed with the bunker. It's very film accurate. Can I just point that out? It is very film accurate. I swear, didn't I do a look, I've even got a little security camera. Didn't I do wait, why is it stopping weird? Didn't I do an overgrown version of this for the build? Because it needs to be a little bit overgrown. I thought I'd already done it, but we'll just do it again. It's fine. I need to start using different foliage though, because I've used these couple pieces of foliage about 500 times, which is okay because environments. I can't remember who was it who yelled at me on Planet Zoo ages ago. Someone I like, someone I get on with. Could have been trolled on for all I know. I mentioned that. Oh no, it wasn't. It was Goosey. You mentioned that I have a habit of just swapping foliage too much, so I did make a conscious decision to try to retain that. That's too big. Some parity in my foliage choices. Femboys or women? I personally I'm only into women, I'm afraid. But you know, you never know where things will go, eh? Bam. There's nothing cooler than a tree. Other than walking under a log, there is nothing cooler than a tree right by the door. What's going on here? Oh, that's why. I got it. Never am I, Kyle, to be honest with you. Black and White 2 on I've already played Black and White 2 on this channel, DJ. It was one of the first playthroughs I ever did. I think it's still up. I don't think it's gone anywhere. I think it's still there. Sorry, I'm kind of losing my train of thought here. Oh, there we go. So sorry. On the brink of an abyss, just to rain it to the depths. Let's get Ivy. Okay, let's just use that one. Okay, no, okay. I didn't think I could, but worth a shot. God damn it. Oh, I'm not going to redo a playthrough I've already done, I'm afraid. Just because there's about 1,000 quadrillion games that I kind of want to play already, you know what I mean? I really don't try to replay games when I can help it. I know I've done a couple, like the movies. I don't know if I want to do this. Only because it's going to take time. Like, there's no real reason not to do it, but it's going to take ages. No, I'm gonna replay a game like that, though. I'm gonna play the new Fable. That's gonna be Lion's Head when it comes out. I do want to do a full Fable trilogy playthrough on the channel. Where you going? Just do what I want you to do. Just stick it in, hope for the best. That's the ticket. Go forward. Yeah, that'll do. The problem is you can't just... Oh, I guess you can. Alright. No, it's alright, Philly. Don't worry about it. No, Vagasol, because it used to be Sully. I assume it's a Sully Vagrant. Mix them up. It sounds like a... You know, It doesn't sound good. Well, it sounds like a... I don't know. It sounds... Badger Soul? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that. Going to war. Great song. Where are you going? Why are you being so weird? Right, come here. Yeah. I'm not going to go too crazy on this. I think that's already nearing the amount I need to do to make this look alright. This left side hates me. It's not picking up anything. Sure. No, I can't do that. Can't do the same one on both sides. It's illegal. Shouldn't do it on either side. Move you back together again. I got distracted by music. I'm already getting a little excessive for my liking. I think that's fine. It's just trying to sell... We'll block off the side a little bit. Through the power of a tree. Always there when you need them in trees, I tell you. I don't know about that, actually. Yeah, I think it's fine like that. That's enough. I do not know Smithy. I don't really know any YouTubers. Must be said. Dragon Age... So Dragon Age 2, weirdly. Dragon Age 1 and 2 are like some of my favourite games of all time. I did not get into Inquisition. I really like... that bunker choice was... inspired. Just gonna say, it was inspired. It really was. I will probably play the new Dragon Age when it comes out. Yeah. And no, it wasn't it's not Solitary Vagrant. New drops. Solivagant. Solivagant is a word. It's Vagant maybe, to wander alone. Comes from the Latin word solus, meaning alone, and vagans, meaning wander. And obviously, vagrant means the same thing. That's where vagrant comes from. But solivagant is the original word, and I just kind of shoved them together. And I realised that was pointless. And I always said vagrant anyway, so I just called it vagrant. God, that bunker probably took me about 3 hours in reality, you know. We've also got this... I don't know if I want to use it right now, but soon, this gate... I think it's going to be a really good fit for this park. I have to kill the lights. But I think that's going to be really appropriate. Don't know if I've got my... Oh, I forgot I've got this. My human size. I've got one in Planet Zoo. I've got one in this. Make something. This is like my top recommendation. Because if your park is shut, you don't have a sense of scale. So make like a little fake human from a human in-game. Save it on your workshop. And then you'll have like a reference image that you can use. Where's my car? Oh, there it is. I'm using that as well. It's very popular in the workshop, this. Yeah. Adding dragons to Planet Zoo. Oh, I saw your, It was you who I saw you're doing, like, the mythical stuff on Planet Zoo. I was really excited about that. I'd love to do a cryptid park on Planet Zoo. Or mythical or whatever. I am a big fan of Godzilla. Especially the best Godzilla film. Godzilla 1998. Right, I need some plant life. Oh, hello, beautiful. Right, you're kind of perfect. I'll stick a few of you in. Just a little burst of different colour. We'll do some more in a second. Not too many. Catching the light in the right way, hopefully. Okay, some of you, yep. We're getting a little more tropical here. That's okay. I think you need a little colour because it sells that overgrown vibe a little bit better. Yeah, I saw your Manticore. It was cool. Looked good. No, I haven't seen Godzilla -1 at all. I really wanted to. Every time we had plans to go see it in the cinema, like something kept coming up, you know? Just wasn't working. So, it's very much on my list of things I want to see, and I will see it as soon as it's out on Blu-ray. I'm a little sad I'm not going to see it in the cinema, but it is what it is. Can't win them all. We are going to make the skull look overgrown as well. I'm going to spend quite a lot of time on that. I want the skull to feel like it's been here amidst the trees for generations. My favourite Godzilla film is actually Godzilla 2014, for what it's worth. Followed by Shin. But 98 would be up there. I might watch 98 later, actually. I don't think I've reviewed it on Letterboxd, so I mustn't have seen it in years and years and years. As much as I love it. I know you got something to lose. I know you think something that I do. Mogira. Yeah. One day I'll watch all of them. There's too many films I want to watch, man. I have so little time in my life. I'm starting a new course at the moment. And, ugh. Ooh. Hello, Cloverbed. Hello, I am Cloverbed. It's me bringing over a classic vagrant joke there. I don't want to go... No, I don't want any of those. Or those. Or those. Do I want foxgloves? I do like foxgloves, because foxgloves are poisonous. Which is very appropriate for this kind of park, I suppose. Yeah, I think they look okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna go crazy on these, but I think like a little patch here and there. Just to give a little bit of life to this floor. It's also gonna help me blend in these areas. Did you know? I know you didn't, really. Realistically. I mean, maybe you did, but very surprising. The Irish word for foxgloves is lusmore. Lusmor. Because, as it happens, foxgloves are a prominent part of my novel that I'm writing. The town is literally called Lusmore, as it happens. That's the only reason I know that. I did my research. It's probably a bit much. One little dash of... Okay. I have recorded... I died. It's like I failed. I tried to record the Shin Godzilla Minecraft. I'll do it tomorrow. I wasn't going to do it because the second episode, to be honest, kind of failed. Nobody watched it. But I would feel bad not finishing it. So I will get that video done tomorrow or Sunday, depending on when I want to take a day off. But I died on the Shin Godzilla one. And the Shin Godzilla one takes like 40 minutes and mandatory. Like, like you can't skip forward or anything like that. It's going to take a long time no matter what you do. It's not like the others where you can just go in and hammer another turn. So I didn't have time the other day to go back and do it again, kind of thing, because it was always going to take ages. So, you know, it takes 40 minutes, and then by the time you're recording and you're editing and blah blah, it ends up taking a lot longer. But yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'll do an episode where we do Shin and we do GVK together. Can you link them? My letterbox? I'm not gonna bother doing it myself. Wow. I do have a letterbox though. I'm very active on Letterboxd. I think these little plants were a really good idea. I think they've added a lot to it. Do I want some in that? I want some in the undergrowth, but not many. I usually do this on Planet Zoo. I would attach them to these trees. Because I think you get they're bromeliads, aren't they? Or whatever they're called. Something like that. Yeah, bromeliad. I think you often find them in trees. Ah, interesting. Are you Polish, Kyle? Did I not know that? Yeah. So hush, little baby, you're driving me crazy. Don't want to go too hard on these, but I do like how they look. We haven't even touched this. This bit's horrible. There's a log, but that's it. It's all it's got going for it is a log. It's a good build so far, though. This is what I needed to do. All those times I kept trying to force myself to do like a regular old build on Prehistoric Kingdom. And knowing in my heart of hearts, it's just never for me. You know, it doesn't make sense. It just isn't who I am. This is what I should have been doing all that time. Don't deny your true self. This bit. There might be too many of those. Yeah, probably. We'll throw a few of these into the woods as well. There's a bit of colour out there in the distance. Not that much colour though, Jesus. I do want to maybe emphasize the foxgloves in this area, because this is where the skull is, and foxgloves typically resemble death. Because, you know, they're made into a poison, right? That's one thing foxgloves are well renowned for. That's why they're such a prominent part of my novel. It's because they're made into a poison. I don't know if that's actually going to be relevant to the novel, but it is the vibe it's trying to sell. So there's a field of foxgloves near the old god summoning chamber, unironically. Yeah, we've not got to the log yet. Don't worry about it. Okay, Kyle, fair. Well, where were you born? And I mean, when it comes to things dying, I don't know. Like, is it dying or is it just? I mean, it's dying, but it's kind of lived. This is very cool, by the way. Oh, we can kind of put some of these in. Maybe we could do like a maze or something. Right, I think I'm happy with the forest. I think it's time to work on the skull. Need to do a little walkthrough, get a feeling for where things should be. That felt just a little bit too in the way, you know? It's kind of wild to think about where this was when we started. I'm just kind of remembering that ugly, very green hill that we were in, and it's very different looking now. I like to do before or after. I'm going to focus on that more. I've not touched the novel in ages, honestly. Nice. I really like Coral Island. I'm not making a joke about the log demanding attention. What the log wants can be saved for off stream. Oh, nice. Right, we're going to do the skull first, and then we'll work on the log. Recognize it all. I'll just mess some things around. Okay, the skull's going to be... I want this to feel also overgrown. So, first things first. To build up the foliage behind it. I want it to feel like it's almost emerging from the brush itself, you know? Or maybe need a little baby tree in front of it. Block that sight line off a tiny bit. Just create a little in-tree. Why? You're a weird looking tree. Why are you here? Don't know if I... Why do I have one tree that's different? You come here. Just there, I think. Bit to the right. Where are we? Yeah, we did want that tree. That's a good tree. Okay. That's cool. I mean, yeah, it's more about you identify with than anything. I identify quite strongly with Ireland, but I wasn't born in Ireland. I just sound like an American, but my dad is from Belfast, and I spent a lot of time there. But I also very, you know, I was from the Isle of Man, but... I mean, when people ask me where I'm from, I say the Isle of Man first. That's still my main one. But I mean, especially if you moved when you were 6. I'm not surprised. If you're Edinburgh, I like Edinburgh a lot, actually. No, Jurassic World Evolution 2 is definitely not going to make it to 2025. I'd be very optimistic. But that's okay. You know, these things don't last forever. Almost die. You know, cheer up. Everything dies. I really like this build. Ooh, right. Back to work. I want this. Oh, I didn't do the rocks. Let's do the rocks first. I really need to not go hard on the rocks here. There's no, like, bitty rocks. I like my bitty rocks. What? Right, no. They've fixed the texture, haven't they? I guess this is the bitty rock. I still don't think it's as good as it was, but I can see, you know, they had to change it at the end of the day. Like, it's totally legitimate that they've changed it. This is a good rock. This is like my faux rock number 7 on Planet Zoo. My beloved faux rock number 7. This is going to be fantastic just for making the edges of that texture blend in a little bit better. Because it feels... Maybe I changed the colour. No, I think the colour's fine. Just because it feels like it's part of the default stone, you know? Beautiful. Almost die. I mean, if anything, my opinion on Jurassic World Evolution 3 goes up with time. As in... I mean, for what it's worth, I don't think it would be called Evolution 3. I think they would give it a new title. Because, especially if the film series, as we know, is dropping Jurassic World as a title, I don't think we'd... You know, let's say it becomes Jurassic Blarg Blarg. I don't think we're going to get Jurassic Blarg Blarg Evolution. I think Frontier would take the opportunity to do a sort of a rebrand and kind of get rid of some of the negative vibes that Evolution has picked up over the years. But Frontier have made some absolutely ridiculous decisions lately, so God knows. I give up on predicting what they're going to do. God, I love little rocks. Little rocks are the best. Need to. One second, I need to change my music. The Last Adam. Who's the Last Adam? What am I going to listen to? Okay. Go. Yeah, I think. I mean, logically, like, why wouldn't they? Like, I don't have like a really good reason to believe we're getting. Let's just call it Evolution 3 because it will be an all but name. There isn't like some super strong evidence other than the fact that it just makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see why they wouldn't do it. It made money for Universal. It made money for Frontier. They've got assets ready to go. They've got a fan base for it. Like, it just makes sense. And we know they're focusing on CMS games, and it is a CMS game. You know, there's a lot of reasons why it would be a very logical thing. And it may never happen. But if you ask me to wager a guess, I would say I'd probably give it like 60-40 towards us probably getting another dinosaur park builder, let's say, from Frontier. Based on the franchise. That's about the odds I would give it right now. I really dislike this bit, it's annoying me. My thing is, and I kind of get that Troodon, I do. But my thing with it is, like the alternative is we don't get anything. You know what I mean? It's not like we get this. It's not like we're losing out on a better park builder or something. It's we get Jurassic World Evolution 3 or we probably get nothing. You know, and I'd rather have a sequel than have nothing. I just would, and it might be disappointing in some ways. I mean, you gotta, you know, I'm coming at it from the perspective that obviously Evolution is really good for me as a YouTuber. You know, it's a lot of content. When the games first come out, I make good money, yada yada yada. I'm always going to want them to make more games, you know? It's just kind of the nature of the beast. But I do think if you're going to get it or not get it, why not get it? You know what I mean? But, you know. I'm loving the rocks as well. They look good. Hey, Joshua! I'm not going to try to say your last name. I did get it right once. I'm just going to point this out. One time. There was one day I got it right. Yeah, I really like how this looks. It took bloody ages though, didn't it? Alright, Skull. It's your turn, buddy boy. I just want to call you Canoopy. I can't help it. Planet Zoo 2. Planet Zoo 2, if I had to guess... Well, it's definitely not 2025, I'll tell you that much. Because the console edition doesn't finish till 2025. The DLC, if you buy the Ultimate Edition of Planet Zoo, the console edition, Ultimate Edition, the DLC comes out over time until mid-2025 or something. So, they're not going to release a new one in 2025. It cannibalize their sales. It'll be Planet Coaster 2 announced this year, and it will probably release this December or so, if I had to guess. Next year, I mean, they've got a CMS game coming next year as well. See, I don't know, like, unless it's Planet something else. But I don't think they'd want to do that. Like, if they bring out Planet Coaster this winter, which I think they will, Planet Coaster 2 this winter, are they going to want to bring out Planet something else next winter, or do you want to do something else? I mean, they might do something else that's not Jurassic and it's not Planet, but I don't know, man. I've watched your pronunciation video, and that's why I got it right that one time. That one singular beautiful time. The only time I'll ever get it right. But we'll always have that memory together. I might just move this back a little bit. I don't mind. Send my time. Pumping a fault line. Not a kid anymore. You're not a kid anymore. I think if they did a Planet Zoo 2, I think the killer feature would have to be birds and aquariums. It's very much the Jurassic World evolution route, admittedly, but I don't think you can do a Planet Zoo 2 without those. And I suspect the reason, because everyone was talking about getting birds for Planet Zoo, you know, that was a big topic for a long time, and I suspect the reason we didn't is because they're holding it back for Planet Zoo 2. That's like one of the key new features. Because, you know, we've seen with the Pteranodons and pterosaurs in general that they are capable of it. It's definitely something they could have done. And they've obviously chosen not to. So I strongly suspect that's the case. I'd love a Planet Aquarium. But why not just make it part of Planet Zoo, you know? Right, this is going to be tricky. What I want is like mossy growth over this thing. I also want it to feel less yellow, but I don't know if I can do that really. Colour seems to live in Yellowtown. I'll darken it a little bit. Lives in Yellowtown. Well, that's why they're doubling down on CMS games. Yeah, no, I agree. They kind of dabbled with Planet Zoo with the, you know, they did the little cheats for Planet Zoo where, like, you can turn your toys and your animals into, like, fluffy toys and stuff like that, or make them giant and all that weird stuff. But games don't have fun anymore. Anyway, like, why do we not have a secret code to get a Yeti? You know, why is there not, like, a killer penguin? You know, that kind of thing. We just don't get in video games at all anymore. It's really sad. Everything's so... Developers are so... Like, games take so much work, and developers are now so scared that somebody would miss out on part of their game. I remember reading, watching, I should say, Matthew Matosis's Dark Souls video, which is like my falling asleep primetime video. And he talks about how the tree that you can climb, that entire section in Ash Lake and all that, most players who play the game will never see that, at least on a first playthrough. Especially if you go in blind, which was more common back then. It's like, most devs are terrified of that kind of thing, because you spend a long time doing that, and then it's just content you're never going to see. Or it's weird content that people might not like, in the case of a killer penguin. No, I don't think I'd worry about... See, this is another thing with Planet Zoo 2 over Planet Zoo, and why if Planet Zoo 2 comes out, it has to be... aquarium and aviaries and stuff. There's no animals left. Like, I don't think it's a problem with dinosaurs. I think there's always dinosaurs. You know, you can name quite a lot of dinosaurs we don't have an evolution that people would want. I don't think that would be a big concern, especially if it's a soft reboot. They could get away with a lot more in that case. But in Planet Zoo, we've got everything. You know, we've got the major things for sure. So what do you do? You can't. There's nothing to do. I just don't think Planet Zoo 2 works unless we get an aviary and aquarium expansion. I don't see how it functions. I have no idea how I'm going to do this. I don't know if this is going to work, really. Let's just have a look at what we've got. It might be Arrowwood. Ooh, Italian. No. Jesus died a Jew. What an appropriate song for the current situation. I want moss. Do we have moss? I'll use the ivy. Jesus died a Jew. Right, these are really annoying, aren't they? I remember this vaguely. Come here. Right, there we go. Right, can't let go. No, I don't even like this one. Once it's placed, you can't let go of it until it's in position. They're a nightmare. Let's scale it up a little bit as well, make our life easier. Alright. I mean, like I said, if we get Planet Zoo, I would predict 2018, maybe, something like that. I'd be very surprised if it was any earlier than that. But that does raise the question of what their next games are going to be. Because they do have CMS games planned, and they can't all be Planet Coaster. Or can they? I can't grab it anymore. it's gone. It's there forever now. Oh, no, wait, maybe. Ah, yeah. Just want to put on the other eye as well. I feel bad that I've just talked about Frontier for this entire stream. But PK's... I'm happy for PK, because I had some concerns that it would go the way of Saurian, you know? Where... I mean, Saurian had other troubles in that... their money got stolen. But, you know, if the game doesn't necessarily sell super well, then... I don't know how they are doing. But you have concerns that maybe they wouldn't have enough to fund development. But given their plans... And obviously they've got Crytevo support, which is a big deal. But we need to support games like this. Because if it keeps getting better and better, it can definitely be the best of the bunch. I've done a double by accident. Am I ever going to be able to grab that? Nice. It's getting there. So Saurian, I can't remember who it was on the team, someone in management, but all the money from the, all the money basically got stolen. Basically, one of the team members took the cash and did a runner. So Saurian is now run, and the reason Saurian has no updates really is because it is run essentially entirely by a volunteer. The dev team is just volunteers at this point, you know. So things take some time, which is very understandable. No, we're not going to get prehistoric mammals in Evolution 2. Again, Evolution 2, you're saving some things for a potential sequel. You know, that would be a key feature. Become very cynical with age. What time is it, by the way? Okay. My plan today, by the way, is to go till 10 o'clock, so that would be 45 minutes from now. So you're aware. Good old Mesozoica. Yeah, sort of like Mesozoica. And Prehistoric Kingdom's definitely worth buying. You do have to be aware it's early access and the stuff to come. You know, it's in development. But I mean, you've seen the plans for the year. Yeah, it's just if you like Planet Zoo, you'll like Prehistoric Kingdom. You might like the building even more because I find this build. It's gonna sound weird. This would have been impossible in PZ to an extent, PZ to an extent, because you just can't scale. You know, and the scaling makes such a difference. What are these spider webs? What the hell is this? What's this? What is this? What are you? Are you part of the tree? Are you part of the tree, aren't you? You're part of the tree. You're freaking me out. You're just floating there. You're not part of the tree. Are you part of the... What are you? Is it part of... It's part of the tree. It's just... It's very strange looking. I'm very scared. The theme is abandoned and overgrown and such. You know, it's... The theme is the theme I always build in. Without fail. The only theme I ever like. What makes mass is curl? Preyed on your ripe insecurities. Mesozoic was terrible. But it had its stuff. Wait, can you buy Mesozoic on Steam? Jesus, you can. For $1. Might be fun to go back for a video. I do already own it. Had so much potential, man. They've listed it as early access.
In 2000,
it had promise. It's like you remember Stomping Land, and Thingy came back. What was his name? Jiggy? Can't remember his name. Came back for a bit. Was like, no, right, I'm gonna release. I'm working on this test branch. I did a video on it about all the controversy. And played the new test branch he did, and it was like, I'm gonna work on this test branch. It's free if you own the game already. You know, this is everything. And I was very suspicious at the time. Like, people were like, well, it's free. You know, he doesn't make any money. I'm like, well, no. What he's doing here is trying to like clean his reputation after he stole the goddamn money, and then abandoned development of the game for years. So I was already suspicious. And then, hey, look at that. Hasn't updated in 2 years. Shocker. Oh, there are new rocks in the Stone Age theme. I didn't even see that. Oh, of course there are. Yeah, I'm excited about that as well. Actually, there's a good point. This build is going to really suit the new Stone Age stuff. Right. I'm really struggling with this. Ivy. You know what? Maybe I'm not struggling. Maybe the ivy is the key. Maybe. The game's struggling with it a little bit just because the shape is obviously all over the place. Click that. It's just, I don't know. I worry that I'm going to do this and it's going to look really stupid. I think it is. I think we might just have to leave that as is. There's no moss, which is really what I'm looking for. What if I do some of the bromeliads? This might look okay. We'll have to do some rotation ourselves, but... Let me just... Jesus. Just bear with me. Come on. Come on. Well, that worked. They might look okay. You don't learn unless you try it. It's going to be hard to make this look overgrown without like a mossy texture we can plant on it. One of them needs to be bigger than the other. I'm a little worried it's going to look like a nose ring. I think that looks alright, actually. There's going to be more of them. Imagine more of them. Jurassic genetics. I miss those days. The burgeoning days of dinosaur games. My first video on the Isle when it was I don't really want to darken the skull anymore, that's the problem. My very first video on the Isle where it's just this rotating, spinning Tyrannosaurus Rex. It's weird. You carried me. Boom, boom, boom. Barrel cactus? In this day and age? No, what am I doing? Stomping Lands was fun. Stomping Lands had a lot of potential. I'm quite surprised that nobody's done it since. I guess Podlands was going to be saw like the stomping lands, but obviously just didn't get the funding in to do it. Here we go, Daddy! This goddamn song's back on. Just trying this out. It's not gonna work, but we'll try it out anyway. Nope, it's just not gonna work. More bromeliads. There with your brother. Oh, wow. Where are you going? You're not where I want you to be. Go in here. It's quite tough to work with the skull because it's not. It's clear the hitbox is. It's not, you know, tied to the skull shape necessarily, which is not surprising. Don't get me wrong. It's just making it slightly obnoxious. I can't read your name. Very sorry. Please ask the Jurassic World Evolution development team to provide a self-protection park rangers. You know, it's park rangers that enter ancient kill machines panic faster sometimes. Well, they have got protection. You just need to turn it on via sandbox mode, if that's what you want. Thank you very much for the super chat. But so I get comments like this every now and again. People are like, oh, can you know, ask the developers something? I have no contact with the developers of Jurassic World Evolution. Zero. I mean, why would I? You know. Oh wow, I didn't realize that's what I'd made. Is that cool? It's like a headdress. I don't hate it, weirdly enough. I kind of did it as a joke, but it's growing on me. Oh, I kind of do hate it. It looks pretty, you know. I think it's this that's ruining it. Yeah, it is. It looks like it's going to the ball or something. It's all dressed up. I need to get rid of the pink. The pink is what's causing the problem, I think. Do you prefer Prehistoric Kingdom over Evolution 2? They're just very different games. I prefer the dinosaurs at the moment on Evolution because there's a lot more of them and they do more, and you know, at the end of the day I've got that Jurassic Park nostalgia putting a lot of work in. But I prefer the building on... I don't particularly like building parks on Evolution 2. And that's not really because of Evolution 2 itself, it's just the style of building. I think I prefer... You know, I prefer this and Prehistoric Planet Zoo and that style of building more so, basically. I don't know what else to do with the skull. I think I'm done with the skull, because I just... The question is the skull real? Is the first question, actually. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab this here. I'm going to move this here. We're going to scale up a little bit, and we're going to tilt. That already looks better. Is it real? Or is it a statue? Because if it's a statue, I can throw something else on it. Let's have a look at scenery. I forgot about the Alpha Plura. What if I put like a little Ledmontosaurus on it? But why? I think the implication is it's real. I think it's more fun if it's real. Or that you just don't know. That's more fun. You and the bloody log. I think it probably is log time. I'm not totally thrilled with this. Actually, you know what? I need to block the air behind it more. I think that'll help. Just kill that. You're a big boy, aren't you? Bloody Nora. We've all been there, but let's try to make that a little bit more realistic. Let me block off some of that distance area. Alright then, stupid skull. Oh, it's size-wise, it's not real, but this is a fantastical build. All right, we're not aiming for realism here. We're aiming for vibes. I will concede it's a little large. for the real world. But maybe that's why the park is abandoned. Because there were giant dinosaurs. Or God knows. We'll think of the story. The story comes later. The story we never know the story going in. The story comes over time. I love how the foliage moves like that. That's cool. I've been planning to do this out. Log. Love walking under a log, man. What's my favourite animal in Prehistoric Kingdom? I have no idea. Where's my favourite animal in Prehistoric Kingdom? Tell you what, let's build a nursery quick. Oh my god. Where's my build? Build? Oh, right. This is not salt, is it? Really? God, it's just Elderwood 2.0. I don't know why I ever try to build anything else. I know what I'm going to build. Just build what I'm going to build. Maybe Dilophosaurus. For sure. I really like that dilo. Spino's fantastic. Really like the Parasaurolophus. Coelodonta. Their track is beautiful as well. There's a lot of great ones. Yeah, well, that's the thing. When Fossils and Archaeology moves to the new patch is when I'm going to try Fossils and Archaeology out. We are going to have Minecraft Dinosaurs 4 days time, actually. Claws comes out in 4 days. So we'll dabble with Claws for an episode or two, depending on how it goes. What am I even doing the log? Why am I doing this log? What's the idea with the log? God damn it. Right. Always just place the finds on the floor. We can work from there. The floor is blessed. Not that one, though. Oh, maybe it is that one. Come here. Like a little bit of crossover. I didn't mean to click twice though. I keep doing that. If you click anywhere else, it you know. Oh god, bear with me. Yeah. Come on, come here. Eh? Yeah. Nope, nearly. That'll do. Rocks with the moss texture for the skull. Ferns. I mean, look, we're going to do many things, right? I've not finished the log. I've just started the log. Alright, let's have a little patience for the log. Maybe it's got ivy on it, you know? It does have ivy on it. Maybe it shouldn't know. I know you know. Oh, it should have ivy on. Ivy looks cool. It's not. Pretty sure it's not attached to the log though. Oh, it's not attached at all. Okay. We're trying to vibe with King Kong Go 5 here. Just need some people to fall off the log. You're gonna be a pain, aren't you? The jokes are kind of just writing themselves a little bit too much. I'm just resisting slightly, alright? What the log craves is between me and whatever happens after the stream ends. I need to also do lots of stuff on the side. You want, what did you want on the ferns? I got ferns. Oh, I could use some birds nests actually. I know they're tropical, but I don't care about that. Don't want to start screwing around. Let's just stick coastal. Opens, open the mouse, I have to see. We will just laughed. The log is, like the skull, the log is rather annoying to work with. It's bigger than it looks, which you'd think I'd be used to by now, but here we are. Ugh! Stop it! Why do you hate me? It's because I neglected it for so long, I'm pretty sure. Is this what you were thinking? It's looking better. We do. I mean, there's an Arthropleura. We could use the Arthropleura right here, actually. Hey, dinosaur. Oh, one sec, I need to stretch my leg. That's why I want more like statues and stuff. I'll have a little dino running, but we'll use the Arthropleura, that'd be cool. What caused you to quit university? Well, I already had a degree. Anyway, I did finish my degree. I didn't quit my first university. I just went back for another one, and then life got in the way. I was busy. It's hard to have a near enough full-time job and run a degree, you know. Shockingly, I know. It was very surprising to me as well, but it is true. So something not to give. Will you stop floating? Who told you could float? Who? I want to try this Arthropleura. You're welcome. Oh, terrible you clan. And then I studied law at KCL. Where's the... I'm confused. Where's the middle bit? Oh, do you just... What does it end in? Oh, okay, right, I see. Can I be bothered to make my own? Not really. What do we feel about the Arthropleura? I like the Arthropleura. On top, or... like that? I'm going to change the texture. Or sitting on top, looking towards you like this, or crawling along the side of the log. I need opinions. Thanks, Chris. I don't think there are mushrooms. If there are mushrooms, I'll throw some on. I don't know if they're in the game though. I am not the one to ask about this game. Someone else might know. Might only play sandbox. Yeah, I could. Oh, making a wraparound is going to be so annoying. It's going to be so annoying. Alright, I've had several. I think side as one. What if it's on this side? Let me just try that. And it looks like it's like poking over the side to look at you from here. Let's try to actually... Well, that's kind of wrapping around, actually. If I just tilt that way a little bit. What about like that? It's just kind of like looking at you from there? Or do you want to see the body? Doesn't look great from that side, but that's fine. We don't care about that side. We care about this side. Yes, I saw mushrooms in the Stone Age stuff, yeah. I would like to have it wrapping around the entire thing. You always want it wrapping around the entire log at the end of the day. Wow, we need to move on from the log because otherwise this is going to go off the rails very quickly. It'll take a gajillion years. It really would. And I just cannot bring myself to do so. A needle to my eye, sucked out all its bone. The problem is now that I've done the log, well, we're gonna add a bit more foliage, but it means I need to start working on this area that I've completely neglected until now. It's been nice being able to just ignore it, and now, well, I can't do that anymore, can I? I think I like that. I like that, yeah. But it's kind of just like it's poking its head over and watching you. Hey, thanks for stopping by. I like this log, guys. I think sticking stuff on the log was a good call. I'm gonna add a little bit of colour. One of these. Where's that little pink boy? One of these little pink boys. Just one little pink boy. Become less convinced in the last like 2 seconds. It's too big. I think it's too big and it needs to be more than one of them. What are you doing? There we go. It's always a nice idea to have like a feature flower, but in reality, having one of something draws a lot of attention to that thing, so you kind of need more. That looks better already. If you could add anything to PK, what would you add? Me. No, I have no idea. I don't know what it needs, really. I mean, stairs. That, like, stairs out part of the path rather than a placeable item, I think would be really helpful, you know. I really don't like doing elevation in this game at all because of how the stairs work at the moment. So if it was like, I don't know, I keep harping on, but if it's like Planet Zoos a little bit more, where you kind of like just press a key and the path itself actually comes upwards, that would be so much better. The little dream. New head, new bike spread. I really don't want to bother with this area up here, but I don't really have an excuse, but we're gonna fly by it through a little bit. Stick some big bush down. That little, this little bit, oh, there's a few areas here that are bugging me actually. We need rocks. I'd like to get this initial section finished if we can. What are we doing on time? We've got 20 minutes here. We don't have to leave at 10, but I do have other things I need to do with my life. Sort of. Ish. So let's not go crazy here, you know. I'm telling you, man, Faux Rock 7. This is Faux Rock 7 right here. It's the best rock in the game. On both games. It really is. Is that a bird's nest? Yeah. For you, right through my shoes. Ground sloth would be great, yeah. It does look good though. I am pretty chuffed with it. It's been a surprising amount of work, but you do kind of get the reward eventually, you know. Just need to figure out what I'm going to do with these slopes here. They're annoying me. And then we're done with this area. But the idea is that you emerge out. There's a head there. Random bit ahead. Oh no. There we go. You don't look at that from behind. Okay, you only want to see that from the front. If there's a dead bit, throw some bush in. Solves all of life's problems. Can be a little reliant on it, if I'm honest with myself. Come on, there we go. Thank you. That's all I wanted. For you. Now I've walked through hell for you. Time to copy and paste. The best time of the year. Anyways, the idea was very much that you spawn in here, you go on like a little wilderness walk, then there's a big skull, big skull, you know. And then you emerge into a much more open area, which we can work on next time, and that open area is where you're going to see the entrance to the park. This is just the entrance of the entrance, essentially. I don't even know how to describe it, but that's the idea. This bit's really annoying me. I can't seem to figure out what to do with it, other than just sink some bloody bushes and rocks into it as per usual. No, that's a bad idea, but... yeah, you walk through here and then you're going to merge and this area is going to open up, and the idea behind that is... let me see if I can find my reference image. Oh, there's a way for me to show you this reference image. No idea. Very untalented. Want something wild? Maybe. That's a new one, right? That's not, that's ages away. God knows. I think we are done with this initial area, honestly. This is kind of my theory. Like, if you want something to look on purpose, do loads of it. You know what I mean? Like, so that rockfall was looking a bit weird to me. So instead of like deleting it or putting a tiny bit in, just put loads in, and then, oh look, it's a little rockfall. You know, just invent something. Maybe it has little plants growing over it. I've never really got Prehistoric Kingdom in terms of building. Like, it's just never clicked with me. This is the first time I've ever built in this game where I felt like, you know what, I actually do like what we're doing here, and I think it looks pretty good. So you're starting your little bunker. Hide the UI. Is there a key for that? Check. Settings. Insert. Just insert. I've inserted. Hasn't cancelled stream or anything, has it? Alright, so we can kind of be a human. Alright, are you ready? Da 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 da, I am a human. There you go. That's all the preamble you're getting. You need those little bits of light. I'd like maybe a little bit of light cutting through here somewhere. It's got a light mistiness to it that I do like, though. I would throw a lot of fog in here if I could. Let me just screw around the time of day before I do this. It's hard to get a lot of light in, you know? I wonder if I can get a little bit of light. Can I get light anywhere? Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, hello. Now we're talking. That might be the one. Got a little bit... okay, no, this is it. This is the time of day right here. Might need to block that in, though. It's a bit too much. Needs to shift a little to the left. Oh, that lighting is beautiful, actually. Fair play, Prehistoric Kingdom. It's kind of betwixt the trees. I've kind of killed all of it. Oh, still a little bit coming through. That's enough. That's plenty. And I want to get a little bit coming through here as well if I can. Like onto this area. How many playthroughs are we on Vagrant? Do you know? Because I've got no idea. I didn't realise we were anywhere near 100. Is that going to make a difference? I've got to find the tree that makes a difference. One of these trees... Is it just you, though? No. What is blocking the light to this area here? There's something here that's blocking the light. Apparently it's not these at all. I mean, it could be a combination, I suppose. Probably is, isn't it? Oh, whatever. I think it's fine. Let's just walk around like a numpty. Oh, wait. Just shift over to nighttime for a sec. So remember, 8:37 prime time. Oh, maybe I want to... I was going to kill these lights, but I'm kind of reconsidering that immediately. I'm going to kill the ones on the side. And... I might keep the red one as well, actually. Or maybe I'll only keep the red one. Let's kill these first. I'll kill that one. All that work I did all those days ago, all those months ago, really coming to life here. There's a light in here as well. I feel like there's light in here. From somewhere. Is it just you? Yeah. Do we want the white light or do we want just the red light? What do you think? Thank you, I'm very talented. Oh, 70. Why are you worrying about 100 then? Jesus. It's going to take like 2 more years. Well, it'll take about a year and a half. I think I do about 17, 18 a year, something like that. Yeah, cloudy weather's enough. Can I make it just cloudy? Yeah, I can. Let's try that. That's just going to help. Well, we shall see. I think that we have successfully... I would suggest that this is at least verging on spooky. If you imagine this with... Like, I need to... Like, music is such a big deal. If I laid some ominous music over the top of this, I think you would believe it. I think I could sell that as ominous. So here you go. You've been overruled. I think I like the red. I'd like to do a little. I like using red because it reminds me of, like, you know, the emergency, the fences when they're emergency mode in Jurassic Park. So I wouldn't mind. I was gonna go straight into the open area, but I'd like maybe some light along here somehow. I'm not sure how that would work though. That's what I'm thinking. But where and what's the context for the lights? You know, why are they here? I'm really happy with this though. I gotta keep picking myself up, but it's really come together. Wow, that's right. Let's go back to 8 AM. 8:30. Oh, wait, whoa. Oh, hello, beautiful. Yo, this game is beautiful when it wants to be. I was thinking about using my Jurassic Park vehicle and having it, like, not on the road, but like maybe sort of halfway down one of the hills. Sort of crashed and maybe just having the brake lights on or something. Fireflies around the skull. Interesting. Oh, the cloud. Who said cloudy? You're a genius. It's really helped. Really frozen mist way more than I thought it did. That flickering's really annoying me though. Yeah, chuffed. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I've got the cart that I already made. Because I'm not going to make another cart. That's madness. Also, I'd have to kill the lights. The problem is it looks... It's got flat textures. Because of course it does. Because I bloody built it. But I was thinking like in there somewhere. And also I'll kill the lights on it. And we'll just maybe have the brake lights. I don't know. Or maybe... What if I do a fence? What if I take... Wait, let's just do some experimentation here. We're not committing to anything. But what if we've got... I think this is a good idea though. If I take this fence here... We just want to take... Oh, right. What have I done? Are these all... Oh, they are. Okay, bear with me. I'm going to have to do some editing here to make this work. Why are you not selecting... Ah! Just... Thank you. Oh, you don't even reach over there. What the hell's happened here? Right, whatever. I just need to bring these in. I'm gonna have to do some... Bloody hell. Come here. Oh, this is a disaster everywhere. I never realised my fence was looking quite this bad. What is this all about? Right, we need to do some slight edits need to be done here. What is this? Is it a double? No. You know what? It doesn't actually matter. You're not going to see it. So right, let's just grab this. And kill the concrete. Oh, what's going on here? But the idea... Doesn't matter. You're not going to see most of this. It really doesn't matter. Cough. There's something there. I see you there. I know you're there. You, cheeky little... What are you? Oh, you're just you being annoying. Alright, whatever. Alright, let me delete the rest of this. And the idea is just to have this with its little red lights. Kind of like sitting off in the distance right there. I'm not going to commit to this like saying... Actually, top tip, by the way. So I'm about to put this in the midst of a lot of trees. It's going to be very difficult to see it and grab it. You know, pick it up again. So I do this on Planet Zoo as well. Whilst you're in the same group, just build an object. For example, a gigantic barrel cactus. That looks terrifying. Gigantic barrel cactus, right? And that's part of the same group. So if I click the barrel cactus, it clicks the fence as well. And then I can double click that and then I can do that. You can't do that unless you're in the group. So now that I'm in the group, I can now do whatever I want with this. Including turning off surface, because that's making it go crazy. And then if I lose it in the woods and I can't pick it up again, I just have to come back and click on the cactus. Top building tip right there. Because you will find it quite difficult sometimes if you don't do that. Especially if you're sinking things like underground. If I'm doing waterfalls or mist or anything on Planet Zoo, and you want to, obviously you want to put the actual item below the ground, it can be very difficult to get it again, especially if you've got rocks in the area. So that's what I do. I have an extra item. Where are my... There they are. Why are you white? Okay, I was often... Right, these are correct? Wrong. What have I built here? Why is this so bad? Like, why is everything wrong? Right, red. Thank you. I'm just going... Maybe I'll kill the blue one. I'm just going to kill the second light. I just want it to be a little bit of red that you can maybe see in the distance. Oh, what I've done with this build, because these are all completely different colours. There's a blue one in there somewhere. There it is. Just a little bit of red. Okay, there we go. Oh, there you go, Saxon. Top tips. This premium content you're getting here. Alright, let's go back to the start, and we can shove this in the woods and see how we feel about it. The idea is just a hint of fence, like there's something there, there's something going wrong, you can see like this hint of light, hint of red, you know. You already got that from here. Although there's clearly a white light. I thought I killed that white light. It's still there. I have to kill that again. Okay. So there's my fence. Oh, I do like that though. I'm a sucker for that. Ah, one sec. I have to go grab it again. Tell you what, instead of doing it like that, let's just do it like this. I think I've just accidentally... Yeah, I have. Okay. I don't want this to be too much. Where the heck is the entrance? Buddy? Maybe I want a big light on the entrance so I can actually find the bloody thing. Right, we're over here. This is... No, this... I've gone the wrong way. This way. I don't know if yet. The light's brighter than I thought they would be. I'm pretty sure I've just put extra ones in by accident. I have. I don't know about this. I think it's too much. It's too much. I don't like it. I mean, there's going to be more light in this. This is beautiful at night. There's going to be more of it in a minute. You know, we're about to enter the open area. Maybe it can just be dark. Maybe it's fine. We will have a Minecraft Dinosaurs thing on the 13th, whatever day that happens to be. I think it's probably fine as it is. I mean, it's not a nighttime build. It's not meant to be a nighttime build, but I like my builds to be... I like them to work in daytime and nighttime. That's usually the idea. And I like messing around with lights. You may have picked up watching me over the years. One of my favourite things to do, so... Come on, you. Thank you, lovely. Turn that one off. What I'd love... And these games are not designed for this, so it's not surprising that they don't have this. But I want it in Planet Zoo, I want it in this, I want it in Evolution. God, the light behind that log is great. It's like a trigger on the ground that changes the time of day, you know? That little Arthroplura is a hero. I like that little dapple on the skull. I don't think I'm doing anything special for Valentine's, no. Alright, do you want to do something? Just realised you're talking about pizza. I was like, getting a margarita delivered? that's not boring. Get a margarita delivered. I'd get a whiskey sour delivered. Okay, I think that is that bit. I think I'm pretty happy with this bit. I kind of want to get some lights in the forest, but I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that at this point in time. I think, generally speaking, I think I'm pretty happy with our initial little forest walk. Took bloody ages. So yeah, the idea is it would open up. We did 4 Yeah. I mean, if I was going to put lights in, I wouldn't put many in. What if I put lights on the antenna of the Arthroplura? Because it's like a theme statue thing. Oh, this wasn't... I mean, this did take 3 hours for him. It was pretty slow. The bunker I'd already made, so... It is quicker, though, because you can scale, obviously. But it did take some time. I could probably do something akin to this in 3 hours in PZ. Anyways, you're going to walk around this corner, and it will be brighter anyway. It's going to open up. And then there's going to be a big-ass wall, because it's meant to feel a little like a facility / park. I don't know where I'm landing on that at the moment. It's going to be both. There's a few inspirations I've got that I absolutely love that I really want to work something similar from. One in particular for a large, probably our T-Rex when we get there. Oh, I like that. I think that's from the DPG. The DPG's got some really nice artwork that I'm going to use as inspiration as well. So I'm thinking it's going to be like a curved concrete fence, similar to the bunker. Fences over the top of it, and then there's going to be a door in the middle. Just looking at my reference images. Big gates, maybe, though. There's this beautiful reference image that I absolutely... Let me see if I can find it, actually. I'll show you it. Just give you a nice view while I'm searching. Have a look at some things. There's a couple I really like. These are two of the references I really like. And they are Jurassic Park, but they don't... They are, but they're like the concept art that never really... I wouldn't say was ever really reflected in the films at all. So... It's got the vibe I'm looking for, so I'll just show you them. That's the first one. You know, I mean, you never... I don't think you ever get that... I mean, don't get me wrong, I would kill for a Jurassic Park film with this kind of atmosphere. I think it would be awesome. But they just haven't shown any interest in doing so. So that's one of them. And then the other one that I really like... Actually, I can just change the image, can't I? What's that one? Which, again, there's nothing like that in Jurassic Park. And I'm thinking that would be a cool entrance. And hopefully we can position it so the light is kind of slinking through the doors like that. And it's kind of been jammed open like that. And we'll put some of our vehicles in and we'll have them abandoned on the ground. That's the idea. Good day. Ooh, forum. That is that. You know what we're doing. You know what we're gonna build. That's a smart idea, and I've already got inspiration for it from my beloved Alan Wake 2. Oh yeah, I should put some cracks in the bunker. Right, let me find the reference for this. Do I have a reference for this already? When you're in the saga side of Alan Wake, oh yeah, of course, forum. it's all I am. It's who I am. How do I do this? There's like telephone poles that he walks past that it's got like a little. It's not it's like a supply box on a stick in the middle of the woods, so that if people get lost in the woods and stuff, they've got. Yeah, the little emergency boxes in Alan Wake, exactly. If anyone can find a good reference image for that, that'd be great, because I'm struggling. The ones that are on the pillars. Oh no, I've got one. Is that a good one? It's good enough, I think. Oh, that's open, that's shut. Yeah, alright, let me just throw this on my reference board. I said this in chat earlier, but again, if you are building on Prehistoric Kingdom or Planet Zoo, please download Pure Ref and just make your life easier. Right, let me just grab the other reference as well, and we'll build this, and then we'll call it a day. And that's a good way to get a little bit of light in, but also it's got an ominous kind of vibe to it, because at the end of the day, it's a supply box. You know, why do you need supplies? Because things are trying to eat your face. It's the only reason anyone ever needs supplies for anything, because their face is getting eaten. Pure Ref. It's just an expandable reference sheet, and you can just throw images on it and group them and stuff like that. And once you're used to how it works, it is the only thing you need for references, and it is just immensely helpful. I never build without it anymore. Right, let's see if we can do this. Also, I want to get pumpkin in somehow. Not sure how that's going to work, but at some point there needs to be a pumpkin. Oh, there's rope. I like rope. I'll have to find a use for the rope as well. And that is very Jurassic Park. I know it's not. It's African. But that sort of staggered shape at the top is Jurassic Parkish. What is that? Nice little graveyard or something. just want a beam. There we go. I need a circular, like a telephone pole. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, I've only got 2 monitors as well, but I don't have YouTube open when I work, so I need to stretch 1 sec. Ah! Ow! See you, Sarah. I'm sorry, that was probably loud. Okay, let's go for this. I kind of want it to be before the skull. Let's go there, I think. What's at the? Do you know what's at the top of these? Are they lampposts? They're lampposts, aren't they? Usually, I don't think it has to be, but I think there has to be just. I don't know if it would just be a supply box. I think there has to be justification for as to why it's here. You know what I mean? Beyond being a supply box. And also, I talk about sightlines so much when I'm building, and this is exactly the kind of thing I'm meaning. Like, I think a lot of people, you'd put that down, you're like, yeah, okay, let's start building on it. But as you're walking down, as you can see, it kind of crosses over the tree behind it, and you lose it a little bit. You lose the colour, you lose the very similar in shape and stuff, so it just doesn't look good. So, that's just what I mean when you gotta consider sightlines. I'll move this somewhere else entirely because of that. Yeah, that's much better, actually. Would I... I don't know. I'm just trying to think if I want something on top of this. Maybe I don't light the box up and just put a little light hanging off the top. Just going to make it a bit taller. Okay, and then, very thankfully, we have a mini person. We need our mini person. There's our person. Oh, God. wait. Okay. My scale is way off. Talking about more there. You'd have it hidden, but it'd be on the path, surely. Like, it has to be on the path a little bit. Like, I don't want it to be off where the actual path is, which is about there. Because it's there to supply people. I don't think you'd hide it. Why would you want to hide it? You want people to see it, don't you? I would think you'd want people to see it. This little log has to die. Come here, little log. Oh no. Little log, you're being problematic. Come on, little log. Come on, buddy. Little stick. Pretty sure that's the mulch. Oh no, maybe I get that out of the way first. Maybe and then I get the mulch out of the way. Maybe. Hey, there we go. I want it there, I just don't want it crossing over. Well, I'm thinking more like if it's a game, not a game channel. I'm thinking like if it's a national park, you know. And the idea is just you get lost in the woods. You need supplies. It's not so much for emergencies for park workers or something. It's more for if you get lost in the woods or stranded in the woods or you've been out there too long. You need a drink or you need a flashlight. You need to call for help with a flare gun. Yada yada. That's more where I was leaning. I mean, I can build it and we'll just see how it looks and we can always move it. It's not a big deal. Oh, hello, Wubble Pile. I don't want you right now, but I want you in the future, I think. Why are you down here? This I'm excited. Oh, I completely forgot they added this beautiful stuff. This is going to be so good for this build. This destroyed chain link. The ripped out chain link. It's going to be so good for this build, man. It's going to be perfect. Quite excited. I only just remembered it's got that. I'm quite excited about that. I'm not really sure. Oh, lights. What have we got here? I've seen a box, man. Literally just need a box. I mean, I can make a box, I suppose. Where are boxes? There's something special. It's not gonna have the right texture though. I think it. You have texture? I guess you do. It looks like it's got a little grain to it. I don't really know how I'm gonna build this. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Okay, right. Let's just try to get this initial shape done. We're not gonna build this right now, anyway. Let's just get the initial shape done, and then we'll probably call it a day. All right. So we get this. We're gonna flatten it to about there. Let's be bigger, thinner. Let's just try to get the size right. It's too thin, isn't it? It's a skinny mini. It's got to have a sloped top as well. I'd say maybe like that. I'm just looking at my reference image. I'd say it's probably about right. Oh, don't do that. Do as I command, box. And that's probably too low. Should be about head height. It's about there. Yeah, I'm excited about that chain link that time. I'm more like, well, yeah, next Friday we're gonna be using that. That's hype. I'm looking forward to that already. Wait, what? Sorry. What? Right, split from group. There we go. I was like, why can't I recolor the box? This doesn't work if I can't recolor the box. Kind of want like a slightly dirty, darker, reddish. My problem with this box is it's quite shiny, as you can see. It's not red enough or dark enough. I'm not sure it can go dark enough, honestly. Oh, yeah, it can. Never mind, it's fine. Maybe something more like that. I guess the shine's fine. I can always throw some cracks on it or something. It's just made out of metal, innit? It's a little metal box. That's fine. I love a little metal box. Who doesn't love a metal box? Nerds, that's who. Now, how do I make slopes in this game? Because I've done it before, but I don't really remember how. So, how did I do it last time? What are you? What are you? Is it just a slope? I think it's just in the game. It's a slope, isn't it? How much is this game on Steam? I have no idea. Anyone have an idea? 20 quid? Something like that? Something like that. Slip. No. I don't remember how you do this. Did I use that? Oh, that's what. Oh, is that what I use? I mean, it'll work. Thank God this game. Again, just the ability of this game to squish things and rearrange things and all that kind of jazz is just so immense. It cannot be overstated. It's incredible. I can just do this. I can do this. The Netflix always been stuck inside. So you make sure that is sitting right on top. It's so cool to me that it can do that. I know it doesn't look like a big deal, but it is so helpful. It really is. It is actually a different texture, isn't it? I'd like it to have a bit of a lip if I can. I'm not sure that's the texture we're going to use, but I mean, it looks alright. It's like a little roof lid thing. I mean, if you make it just stick out a little bit more, it looks more purposeful. The problem is it shouldn't be... It should be red up to there. And then that should sit as like a slate over the top. I can do that though, I think. Basic. Is that glass? Maybe I... oh, bugger. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I just need something with that same shape, but that's gonna use, I just need a flat colour rather than the texture. I don't think we've got that. Glass is wild looking. I've often felt that about glass though. Everything is not fine. Oh, thank you, Matthias. What are your thoughts on R-rated adaptation of the... I mean, that would be cool. I'd be all over that, yeah. I've always wanted that kind of thing. Yeah, an R-rated adaptation of Jurassic Park. I mean, it would be a reboot of the film universe, which I don't want anymore, but it's kind of how I wish it had been done originally, I suppose. All I need... Let me just check this again. I need a... Oh, that's what I need. That's what I need. Being stupid. Bear with me. Sorry about that. Oh, God. The game's freaking out about you, aren't they, buddy? That's what I needed. Right, so we should be able to turn this doohickey into the... Wait, no. Let me think about this as well. There's a way to do this, and I'm trying to remember it. Right, yeah, if I've got this, right, I want to turn this into a right angle triangle. So what we do is we turn that... Oh, okay, right. I'm just going to go do it out of the forest. Bear with me. The effort to make a goddamn right angle triangle. Right, cube. Into triangle. And we're going to rotate, I think. I don't remember. I'll figure it out in a minute. That's just a stupid hat. How do I do this again? There's a way to do this. Right, yeah. I've got it. So we want to put this inside this. And then we want to skinny it up so it sits like that. That's how you do it. I think this is how you do it. It's right angled, I mean it's got a bit of a top to it, but I really see what I can do about that. I feel like in my heart there's probably a much better way to do this, but I don't know what it is, so. Gonna do it the stupid way. I mean it worked-ish. It's not bad. Where the hell is it going? Split from group, that's right. Made a lovely hat for my lovely box. Now, where the heck am I going? I'm lost in the woods. Oh, there we go. See, this is why I need an emergency box. I just got lost in the woods. Why does this keep happening? Give him a little hat, and we'll call it a day. Little hat. Not world-destroying hat. Little hat. Little hat says it's time to rock and roll. Hat is too big. Hat must be smaller. I have created a hat. It was probably the hardest thing I've built today, unironically. Trying to get that positioning right. And then get the angle right as well. It's a little bit squiffy. There we go. All this for a goddamn box roof lid. The things we do for glory. Problem is, I've made it the same colour as the box, so I'm trying to rotate it into place perfectly, but I can't see for the edges because it's the same goddamn colour. Well, it's not there, I'll tell you that much. You know what the solution is? It's actually to change the colour. Okay, that might help. That's why you don't save. The hardest thing you'll ever have to do for the final part of the video. Just want it to be perfect, and that's stupid. Okay. All that for the goddamn box lid. It's a nice box lid, but my god, it's not even a lid. It's just the top bit. Ah, god. And then we need to add like a panel that says emergency on it and some striping on the bottom maybe. But I'm happy with the box. I'm thinking I'm not going to light the box because I think the lights, I don't know if they're meant to be lit. I think the light would hang from the top. Just wondering if there's any that kind of lamp, like a hanging lamp maybe, or like a little spotlight. It's a bit modern, but we've already got one of these on the bunker, so that kind of makes sense. And that's just there to highlight the lamp and also just highlight the path for the humans. Silly little geese that they are. Okay, just do what you want then. Getting old is so contagious. Yeah. Like that. That was very creepy for... Wait, where's my light gone? Why is the light not doing anything? Oh, it's off. Not that it still doesn't do a goddamn thing. Wait. Is it too far away? Oh, wait, what? If I duplicate it, it goes wild, look. Alright, let's just kill that. I don't know what's going on with that first one. Hates me. Oh, I like that, you know. Like, atmospherically. Oh my god, to stop. I just want to... Ah! I like that. It's very... It's quite Alan Wakey, yeah. It's kind of what we were going for. Definitely got the right kind of atmosphere. I might stick a bit of fence around as well. We'll see. Or like little mile markers or something, or... I don't know, but the box needs a little detail. Needs some text. And I might do something else with the pillar. I'm not sure what at this point in time. But it does look cool. Works really well. Very atmospheric. Again, we're just trying to sell like an image, you know, and that's the image. I don't like that they disappeared. The lamp has terrible popping though. Look at it. It's that far away. Dinosaurs. There's not going to be dinosaurs in this build for ages. Let me tell you that much. The dinosaurs are a long way away on this. Have you turned on again? I have turned this light off 4 or 5 times at this point in time. Why are you on again? Right, I'm just going to delete it. There we go. Turn yourself on now, you son of a bitch. Oh, I love that as well. You just see it. Oh, man. Come on. That looks like a video. That looks like an actual... I know it is a video game, but you know what I mean? It kind of looks like a level in a video game. I like that. This box was a good idea. Thank you. That was a great suggestion. Top suggestion. It's atmospheric as balls. And then it's whether I want lights in this bit. The thing is, I think we can consider that, but I need to see how I'm going to light the area behind it. If there's lights back here, I don't need lights here, but if there's no light here at all, and I'm not sure you'll see them, like the fence is going to be there, it's going to be straight ahead. Or you're going to glimpse it from here. If there's light there, I'm okay with how that looks. If there's not, we probably need to do some light along the way. Man, I really like how that looks though. There needs to be something here. Shut up, Hugo. You know what I mean. God damn. I I can't think of a good way to light this area. Other than, all right, let me just try that. I don't know. I'm not going to suggest this is a good idea, but I'm going to suggest it's an idea. What if we give the arthropleura eyes, right? Little eyeballs. Just going to try it. You never know. Where are the balls? I guess I'll do. Are there no balls? I do want to stop saying the word, but it's what I'm looking for balls and I can't find any. Actually, I don't know balls. Interesting. Maybe they're elsewhere. Oh no, the sign ones work, don't they? I don't know if they're whatever. We're just trying it out. Just trying it out. Yeah, I don't know why I ever pretend what I build is going to be anything other than Alan Wake inspired. Everything I do is Alan Wake inspired. What is going on? Oh, you're going to be a pain, aren't you? Like, I'm clearly not clicking you off, Arthropleura. Can we just get over ourselves? Oh, for the love of God. You can't put it down for a second. Alright, I didn't do my trick. That's the problem. Alright, big light. Big light. You're my savior. Stay there. Little light. Come with me if you want to live. We put the skull on the Meganura. I don't hate that for some reason, but I don't think it's quite what we're going for here. Okay, you gonna let me rotate? Yeah. Smaller. Thankfully, the light doesn't really dim. Oh, no. Oh, for God's sake. The light doesn't really dim as you make things small. PK says size doesn't... PK literally says size doesn't matter. They're lying, but that's what they say anyway. Taking control of our lives. I know we're taking... Maybe I can make these red. I'm just trying to get them over the eye perfectly. They don't have to be white though. We can do something cooler. I was meant to go ages ago. You remember that bit? I was meant to be leaving. What I can do is do that and then do that. So it encompasses the eye entirely. Then just need to go around to the other side. And hopefully, it looks alright. It is probably going to look stupid. But this is the only way you learn. It's very good positioning, if I do say so myself. You're a bit off though, aren't you? That's fine, whatever. I mean, you kind of just only see... I don't even see them. Where are they? Yeah, again, you don't see these until you get really close up. It's very strange. Let me change the colour on them. I do not have dinosaurs on my dinosaur tour. I'm just not interested. I have dinosaurs on my dinosaur tour. It's just like a... It's definitely ominous, but I don't know if it doesn't look like it's coming from anywhere is the problem. You know, if you could see the eyes, I'd be okay with it, I think. But it just kind of looks like it's glowing for no reason, especially because you don't see them until... I mean, you can't see them there. You know, this is how close you have to... I mean, up front, up close, it looks awesome. It's terrifying. But the view distance is atrocious. Is that a setting? The view distance is always a setting, but is mine really bad? I don't think so. I mean, look at my settings. They're on ultra. No idea what's going on there. Feels like a bug. That looks cool, though. But I don't know if I can justify that. Maybe I can do like a little... Maybe I could build like a little flashlight Or something, just have like a flashlight lying on the road, on the path, sort of just pointing into the foliage, like it's been dropped and abandoned. That might work. Or like a lantern. You know, just have a little lantern sitting there. Or a burning flare. It's not going to make a difference where the eyes are. I mean, they are at the head. It's just not going to make a difference. It's the same with the lamp over there. If I move them, I'll have them like right now. I don't even know where they are. I've lost them entirely. They're there. You can't even look. See, they're not even in the head. Look how close I have to get to see them. Gone. It's not going to work. I think the idea of a torch, like an abandoned flashlight on the side of the path, makes more sense and will fit the vibe we're going for in a way. So you have to remember that for next week. Oh yeah, I was meant to do that. Thanks, Matt. I appreciate the super. It's very nice of you. Thank you. I was meant to change the colour of this. I did talk about that at the time and then completely forgot. I say that. Do I want to change the colour? That's my 847. I wish I could make it non-metallic if I could do anything. I'm going to make it a little bit darker. But yeah, it's probably fine as it is, really. Exactly. Abandoned flashlight. So we'll build. I will craft a flashlight in the next video, and I'll stick it on the workshop anyway. It's something new I can put in the workshop. Okay, what the heck is that? It's just a lock. Jesus. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna say I'm pretty happy with it. I don't know if this is a bug in my game or if this is something they need to look at, but these lights are a nightmare. Oh, is it being tweaked? Okay. Just look at it. Bam. It's crazy. That's wild. That's actually far too small anyway, looking at it like that. I mean, that could do with being more about that kind of size. Yeah, that's better. But yeah, otherwise, I think we are... You've not come back, have you? No, it's still gone. It's still gone. Cool. So yeah, next video, what we'll do is we'll finish off the box. I'm gonna leave on that image because it's my favourite. We'll finish off the box, the emergency text and all that kind of jazz. We'll build. It's gonna take it's probably gonna take an hour or so, unironically. But we'll build like a chunky worker kind of flashlight. Like the big brick ones. We'll build one of those and have that lying on the ground because we're going to use that anyway. We'll use that again later on in the park, so we can spend the time doing it now. And then we'll start work on the actual park. Ah. So the idea is to do this every Friday, is the idea. So next Friday, we'll get on all that. I'm going to send one more advert, forgive me. It's like no one here anyway, so who cares? Insert ad. I mean, regardless of anything, that humongous donation from Dragonfang Designs has done some work. But thank you everyone who's watched adverts and everyone who's watched adverts and everyone who's super chatted and all that kind of jazz. It definitely helps. Chat revenue £77. That's really good for me. Like that's better than I make on most videos. So it's obviously it's not always gonna be like that. We can't rely on Dragonfang Designs, but I'm gonna check actually. I just want to compare that how much I usually make on a video. Analytics. Anything at all. Well, my biggest money maker in the last 28 days was Jurassic World Minecraft, and that made 150 quid. Yeah, it's over. So, nice closing sign there. But yeah, really enjoyed this build. This is the best I've ever felt building on PK. I think it's good. Yeah, I do. So next video, flashlight box, and then start working on the entrance, which is going to be this big, impressive wall, but it's all crumbling, and we'll use the broken barbed wire and everything. the fences and have some abandoned vehicles and maybe a little dinosaur roaming around. Maybe we could have like a little pack. Let me just let me just. I don't want the Dryosaurus, so I need to check for other things. I mean, it could be. I don't really want to use Velociraptors on that though. I guess it could be Dryosaurus. There's not really many other options. Citico. I don't like Citico for it. It would have to be Dryo. We could have. I'm thinking just like Dryosaurus isn't that small. Maybe we can. We'll talk about it next time. Oh, wait! I forgot about Coelophysis. Where's Coelophysis? Is Coelophysis in the game? Have I lost my mind? Oh, there it is. Couldn't find it. Yeah, Coelophysis is what we'll do. I completely forgot it's in the game. Just like maybe like 3 or 4 of them. Kind of like the start of Fallen Kingdom when they go to the island and the compies are sort of scavenging the ruins. That wasn't the inspiration, but it's very similar. I get that. I think just having a few of these like bounding around the entrance of the park would look really cool. So we'll throw in a few Celos as well. We should say it. What penis are you? Oh, no, I mean, okay, devs. What's going on? I mean, it's kind of a penis if you had gigantic extended testicles and a relatively short penis. But, yeah. Alright, okay, cool. So yeah, we'll get some dinosaurs next time around. It's gonna look terrible from the air, by the way. My builds always do. I don't build for that. Let's get this saved. We need a name for it. It should be called Hugo Park, shouldn't it? Where are we building again? Costa Rica. So we need park in Park. Oh no, we already did Hugo Parque. But I did delete it, so we'll do Hugo Parque, because we never finished it. Hugo Parque. Okay, save. There we go. Alright, I need to have a word with the devs. About them killing my capitalization. I just realised that the actual, if you have a look at it, the map is called Parque Nacional. So, you know. Also, it's the only park I build on, as you can see. All my save files. Okay, there's 3 save files, but all 3 save files are on this exact map. It's saying in honor of Robin. It's in honor of... Oh yeah, didn't Robin give me 50 quid? We're gonna get dinosaurs. You can't just throw dinosaurs in. We're building something. There's a place for them. Look at it from my perspective. I just want to check out. I think it's going to crash, maybe, because I think it's crashed. Because this is Hugo Park 1.0, so this is yonks old, and I've never loaded it. So I think it's crashed. So that is a good time to end things. So, right, yes, thank you for everyone who joined me. Everyone who, maybe it's loading. Oh, hello, movement. Oh, yeah. God, I don't remember this at all. This is not the one I thought. Oh, is this one? Are these... Does anyone remember this? I don't remember this. How's my aviary? And this is the... No. What the fuck's going on over there? It's my little amphitheatre kind of thing.
Now this little fella
I don't remember
is
this park. It's not the park I thought it was.
Just looking at its face,
that's pretty nice,
you
actually.
might not realise that
That's
this
not
was
bad.
one of the first.
I don't hate that. That's quite
ceratopsians.
nice.
It may lack a frill and forward projecting
back myself
horns,
more.
but you
Very
can
talented.
still see the resemblance in its strong
Yeah,
beak
my little aviary.
and its cheek horns.
With a little back room attached. And the main area with our Dryosaurus in the middle. The water's been messed with a little bit over time by the updates. And then on the right was the this has changed as well. Torvosaurus habitat. With this kind of weird staggered glass thing that I did, as you can see. I tell you what, though, it's not bad. It's not bad. The exhibit's a bit boring. The actual part design, I like this. I like this chunky. I know like people get a bit annoyed. Everyone's like Jurassic Park inspired and stuff like that, but I really like the chunky concrete aesthetic. It just works for me for dinosaurs, you know. Is this Hugo Park? Is this Hugo? I don't think this is Hugo Park. I think this is the one I was doing for the playthrough, but I did it off stream. So there are videos on this. This park was a while ago, yeah. I remember. I know I've done a video on this and this and that. Yeah, I think we did 3 videos in this series. Huh. I don't know why it's called Hugo. Is it called Hugo Park? No, it's called Park 1.0. I deleted Hugo Park. Interesting. Sorry, Hugo Park. Huh. Save to refresh the save file. What do you mean? Oh, right. Got you. I mean, to be honest, I'm probably never going to load this ever again, but yeah, fair point. And then, one more thing. We'll load the other thing as well. Think that you got something missing, you probably do. God, I need to get filming. Jesus. I did kill them. I'm sorry. I do have a few episodes on PK. I remember doing a Tyrannosaurus Rex habitat with like a glass viewing dome inspired by JPOC. And there was another one that was like this weird big metal structure that kind of erupted out of the forest and overlooked a canyon that had hadrosaurs inside it. Don't remember much else. But they're all up on the channel. It's like standalone videos. I think I might... Anyways. I did start... Obviously we're doing the JP build, so over here is the bunker somewhere. God knows where, actually, at this point. There's the Indominus Rex paddock I built. Film accurate, you'll find. And then... There's the bunker. I knew I had an overgrown version. Although not really overgrown. I think my current one's better anyway. And then the gates are down there somewhere. So I did start the visitor centre. But this thing is a nightmare. It's got to be said. An absolute nightmare. I think it's a good start. I think it looks alright, but it's a nightmare to build. The Pseudo Colosseum. God, that was early, wasn't it? That was super early. The game's been out for ages. My problem with this was I was going to do the interior. And that's a nightmare. I just don't want to do that. But if I decide to not do an interior, or maybe just... Because I wanted it to be film accurate, so I was going to build every single room. But we could finish the exterior for the build we're doing now and just do the inside atrium, like the middle bit, and ignore the side rooms. Oh, what's going on in the shadows there? And then we could ruin this and put it in the build that we're doing as well. That could be good. That could be pretty cool to have this. Like a destroyed visitor center as part of the you're not grouped. Have the destroyed visitor center as part of the new build. Tempted to do that now. Actually, that's definitely a consideration. What's going on over here? Let's just shut off for us. Oh yeah, my there should be a Carcharodontosaurus somewhere. Because I was using it to take the thumbnail screenshot in front of the... Look, see, you did get dinosaurs. I was using it to take thumbnail screenshots in front of the Indominus Rex paddock. This game is gorgeous. It really is. It's kind of crazy. Anyways. Okay, right. Nearly 4 hours. Far too long. Far too much nonsense. I'm going to end it there. So I will see you next Friday, and we'll get back to work. And hope you've all had a lovely time. Thank you again for all the support. Everyone who's watched adverts and everyone who super chatted. Really does make it easier to justify. I think I might take this and the next build we do, and when the entrance is finished, I might turn that into a time lapse for YouTube. But we'll see. But yeah, thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye.